Free agency has begun. Dorian Finney-Smith just agreed to a $53 million deal with the Houston Rockets. Hold on, let me crop this better. Yep, Dorian Finney-Smith has agreed to a 53. Oh, hey, how you doing, LeBron GIF over there? There goes his Laker. What he just got traded there, right, for D'Lo, so he was there for that 1 year. Oh, that's the furthest it goes. So yeah, that's that. And what else? There you go. That's the free agency thing I'm put up, and we can go over the other news. Jaren Jackson just signed like a super max or a max or something, and changed his number from what was he 13 to 8. I'm actually gonna do off the rip. So some other stuff that's been going on. Even just do this BS. Oh my God, Paul. Why'd he say also known as B-Ball Paul? Like, bro, we know his nickname, dog. $11 million deal to return to the Detroit Pistons. Okay. What else is going on? So okay. Do y'all have anything that I should mention that you've seen as well on like Twitter or something? Because I'm trying to think. Okay, let me give y'all the Knicks news off the top. Supposedly as well. First of all, let's actually talk about Dorian Finney-Smith for a second. Dorian Finney-Smith. Yeah. So with the Lakers, you know, it seems like, I mean, I don't know if they could have even matched this. I don't know the semantics, the specifics there. But Dorian Finney-Smith to the Rockets is a pretty seamless fit. He probably will come off the bench. They just gave Jabari Smith Jr. $125 million yesterday over 5 years. So he'll probably be the starter, I'd assume. He doesn't have to be. But that honestly, I still like Jabari Smith Jr. I know he hasn't been off the charts in his young career, but if he does take a leap, you know, under the tutelage of KD or whatever, he could be a really good that could be a really good number, like a number for him past this season. But yeah, Tari Eason or Jabari probably will be the starters. So Dorian Finney-Smith's probably a rotational backup. But also 4 years at his age is really good. 4 years, 53 mil at his age is a really good value, I would assume. Because he's what? He's like 33, if I had to guess. Let me go look it up. I need a new tab real quick.
I don't even know where you sit.
DFS Rocket Simulation. Yeah, good luck with that one. Thank you for the subscription. Dorian Finney-Smith age. He is 32, so he's going to be under that contract till he's 34. I wouldn't be surprised if the last year of this contract is like partially guaranteed or something like that. Shout out to Dorian, good bag that he got. And what else has been going on? So the Knicks, let me just get the Knicks rumors out of the way because that's what I'm always on top of. Cam Spencer, I just got the note on my phone. It's not here yet, but Cam Spencer just agreed to a 2-year. The Grizzlies, yeah, the Grizzlies are here. No one else is yet though. The Grizzlies are here. Cam Spencer, he kind of look like Jesser. That's what we've gotten so far, I guess. Who else? Santi Aldama re-signed for 3 years, $50-something million. Let me see. Where's Santi at? There he is. 3 years, $53 million for Santi Aldama. Anything new or wait, non-bird rights? Okay, great. Thanks. Don't care. And in the news today, so who's the biggest free agents? Russell Westbrook. There's been Russell Westbrook news to about everywhere. Today, or as of the free agency starting, I should say, there has been news of Russell Westbrook. Oh, he could go to Sacramento. Sacramento set up phone calls to talk to him and Dennis Schroeder, and they might sign both of them. Obviously, Westbrook, a Cali guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to get back in that area. I know Sacramento is pretty far from LA, but nonetheless, stay on the Western Conference for him. I'm about to say, has Russ ever been on the East? I think the Wizards was his only East team, right? Yeah, but for 1 year. But the way Knicks fans would fry Russ, there's been Knicks Russ rumors. There's been, go back up to the top. There's been Knicks Russ rumors. There's been Jordan Clarkson got bought out of his contract today. That was a big one. Matter of fact, I'm about to just instead of just guessing, pull up Twitter on another tab, but y'all gonna see the updated stuff over there instead. But yeah, there's been a lot of Jordan Clarkson rumors today. Matter of fact, let me do this. Oh my God, this probably looks dumb as hell. All right, do not abbreviate Chris Paul. Hey, Clique, if Giannis is traded tonight, I'm going to upload your next video. You could probably take a wild guess.
Hey,
Quincy G, Nate, appreciate it. Pineapple, what, bro? Raised you. I'm Zoltz, too bossy. Psych Reacts, my guy. Appreciate all the subscriptions. So Giannis, yeah, that is another one. Not Giannis, but he's not gonna get traded. At least not today. Oh, let me put this back up. Look, you got a vid ready for Giannis to the Spurs? Hell, I usually don't do the trade videos early because I need to know the trade pack. What's the best brand of water? Shout out to the Poland Spring. You know, I remember I used to watch Agent. What does that say? Oh, my bad. It's just Twitch tweaking. I used to watch Agent back when he used to rebuild the Lakers on like 2K15. He used to shout out Nestle water all the time. But me personally, I'm more of a Poland Spring type of guy. Ozark is the best. The show, I ain't never heard of no Ozark water. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. So there was just now. You know what? I could just do a little bit of this too. Let me go ahead and just do this, and then we can. So there was rumors of Greg Anthony, Cole Anthony's dad, was on NBA TV just a few minutes ago. Ozark water, the red one. Yeah, sorry, bro. I've traveled a little bit. We don't got the same waters everywhere. It changes. EA college basketball. Shout out to that. I saw that, but it don't come out for 3 years, so who really cares? So here's Cole Anthony's dad, Greg Anthony, on NBA TV today.
I don't know that Cole Anthony will be there. There's the possibility that he could be bought out.
Is that right?
It's possible.
I feel like there's an inside scoop here.
No, I'm just saying that possibility is there.
What is going on?
No, that possibility is out there. You just.
So yeah, he might get traded or whatever. I'll be on a different team than where he is right now. Which I didn't think Cole Anthony was gonna be a long-term fit in Memphis. It was more so just for salary. Like when people were making like there was people making like an ordeal about, man, how did the Magic give up one of their best young point guards? Like Cole Anthony was barely playing ideally for the Magic, but they just had the injury to Suggs and then whatever. But I still think he's a good player. He's just not for, I wouldn't even say not for them. I guess he just wasn't really that good the past few years. Thoughts in Detroit getting Nikhil? Oh, yep. Shams just dropped the tweet. Memphis Grizzlies and Cole Anthony are working towards a resolution. Why is the tweet deck? Hey, Elon, what's going on, dog? Unless, wait, did it skip past it? No, I don't see it. Should be here. I just saw it on my phone. Come on, man. Where'd the Shams tweet at? But yeah, Cole Anthony is working towards a buyout. Of course, there it is. Cole Anthony is working towards a buyout. Necessary cap space to renegotiate and extend Jaren Jackson Jr. while giving Anthony the opportunity to find his next destination. Greg, you son of a gun. Who would have thought that Greg Anthony would know? Man. Oh yeah, so obviously Detroit's situation is very interesting considering the fact that Malik Beasley, which by the way, can we just say too, and I was about to go to full screen, but I already am on full screen. Can we just say it is crazy that that Malik was about to get what, like 50 or 45 million or something over 4 years? When his last contract was bigger, this new CBA, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't always agree with Draymond, but I saw a clip of Draymond earlier that I liked. If I could find it, I'll pull it up. But Draymond was talking about how, boy, when we were negotiating this new CBA, I was telling them they were dumb as hell because it just screws over players. Like, let me see if I can find it. Because, like, Malik Beasley on his last contract after his rookie deal made $60 million. I
don't even know where you sit.
And this one he was about to make less, but he just had a career year. I think he should be making more money if he had a better time. But then again, now he's gonna make no money because he got a gambling allegation, right? But this is literally, not literally. This is probably the closest thing, and not in terms of severity, but just, you know, situationally, since like the Miles Bridges thing when that all came out right before free agency. I don't think there's been anything else like that since then. But that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And yeah, so Malik potentially soiled his bag. And they actually just cleared Terry Rozier of his allegations with all the gambling stuff for him. And there has been rumors that Terry Rozier could go to Utah, or just in general, someone from Miami would go to Utah for John Collins. There's John Collins rumors. I think it was Jake Fisher said it, to go to, what's it called? To go to the Heat. And what else? Y'all heard about what other free agents you'll see or hear about or whatever? I feel like I've done a pretty good due diligence. I mean, just off naturally, I just kind of look at all this stuff, not really doing it for any specific reason. Rozier off my team. Yeah, it would just have to be someone that matches contractually. And speaking of the Heat, Zion's not getting traded. Speaking of the Heat, Duncan Robinson, I was very surprised he declined his $20 million option. Now I was told that he only had $10 million of it guaranteed. And if he got waived before like January or July 7th or 6th. But my thought process is he has to have some sort of multi-year, because that's still $10 million and you could have got waived and got another contract if, you know what I mean? Like regardless. So, because Duncan Robinson to me is a guy whose value has tanked. So it's like, I don't know. At least the past few. I mean, like naturally. He made $90 million on his last contract. So I guess he didn't make the full $90 million since he declined the last year. LeBron to Washington. I'm coming from the future. Yeah. So LeBron, today, Chris Haynes reported that LeBron, you know, there's been a lot of bells and whistles about that, where, I mean, I'll be honest with you, what was actually said, like the whole, you know, Rich Paul saying, yeah, like we accepted, we're trying to find the best championship position. It was a, let me just read the quote real quick. Rich Paul, LeBron quote. I'll see if it comes up first. Yeah, okay, here's the article. It's gonna be white as hell. Also, Ty Jerome is expected to go to the Grizzlies, supposedly. LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership we've had for 8 years with Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers a critical part of it. Has it been 8 years? But with that being said, he accepted his option. Now, to be fair, as I just said too with like Malik Beasley, for example, I think if Bron really wanted to leave, this is a normal NBA where without a botched CBA, I think Bron might have declined it. Now, granted, not many teams have cap space regardless, but teams would be more willing to, I don't know, do something to put themselves in a salary hell if it wasn't for these eight. What are your Twitter settings for free agency viewing? I have like, this is like TweetDeck. So basically there's this thing called TweetDeck that they changed to X Pro, and they made it like, I have the Twitter blue thing, but I don't think you could use this. Either way, I think you can make like groups, and then like there's a thing, you could just put people in a group on Twitter and then look at just that. I don't know, bro. Anyways, what's it called? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Then today, Chris Haynes said something like, let me see if I can find it real quick. Chris Haynes, because he said a few things. But he said something about Ron will not be getting traded. Oh, yeah, he said there was a strong possibility that Deandre Ayton joins the Lakers. But he said that he talked to Rich Paul. He said he talked to Rich Paul, and that Rich Paul said they're not asking for a trade and blah, blah, blah. Basically, nothing's going to happen. So, yeah, I feel that Hanson Young going to get minutes now that Ayton's gone. I assumed that was going to be the case regardless. I mean, if they drafted him 16th overall, or what's it called? But that was crazy. That was, and I've seen people talk about it. That was probably the best player, also age considering, that got bought out ever. Because DeAndre Ayton, they posted, I was reading, I think the Shams article, and he's like, Ayton is the first player since Dwight Howard averaged 10 and 10, a double-double for the first like 8 years of his career, or something like that. Yeah, and like, but like, and I know Ayton's been underwhelming, whatever, but he's still a talented dude. But it's just crazy. I've never seen a player with 1 year left, and this is another indicator of like the CBA and everything. 1 year left, $30 million, and gets bought out. Also, in case you didn't see, he gave back 10 million. So buyouts are different. So in case you don't know, when someone gets waived, they get waived. They make their money. Like there's no. Oh, Jake LaRavia just agreed to a deal with the Lakers. That's an okay pickup, I guess. I didn't think that would be their first signing though. I mean, they must have something, and they're probably getting Ayton regardless, I'd assume, right? Okay. Wait, what? Chris Haynes just said Sacramento King. What? Wait, oh, my bad. My OBS glitch. What the hell? Wait, which one's gonna be right? I know Chris Haynes gonna delete this. Wait, you're late. Wait, I shouldn't even look at the prize on this damn stream. You know what they be saying in there. Maybe he's getting signed and traded?
I don't even know.
That's possible. Maybe he's getting signed and traded for like Gabe Vincent or something. I don't know. Or who knows? I don't know. Max Christie's gone. Damn, why does it keep doing that? I don't know. This account, I meant to remove them, but this is possible, but I don't think this is close to happening just yet. What's happening? I'm so confused. Cider reset LA. He's not a source. He's just he's quoting, it's like an NBA Central type of account. Look at Donovan Mitchell's tweets. What do you say? oh, you want to do what's it called? He said gamble. Who's correct? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. Why is the default to this? Let me go to my Twitch real quick. Stream manager. Screw it. Why not? Manage prediction. Where Arabia going? Kings, Lakers. Submission period 30 seconds because this is moving fast too. Go ahead. Hey, if you say it's the Kings, okay, Young Thug's tweet. I didn't know he was tapped in. Let me see. I saw him at something. I don't know. What are you talking about? Why did I listen to you? What is Young Thug tweet? Houston Rockets. Oh, we already saw that. So there's a lot of Knicks and Jordan Clarkson rumors. So there's been a few Knicks reporters. Haynes fixed it. Let me see. Wow. Oh, he fixed it. Wait a second. So yo, bet. Let me go see. Who won. Let me see. Manage prediction. Damn, the 13% who get the Kings. Y'all just lost 20K in channel points. RIP. Lakers win. So Jake LaRavia, I guess, is a Laker now. There's been a lot of Jordan Clarkson rumors. He's another player who, less surprising than someone like Ayton. He got bought out, but a little bit more like of a normal type of player to get bought out. And they said that immediately, one of the top Utah reporters I saw said like, oh, Knicks could be his destination, it looks like. And then since then, there's been a lot of Knicks reporters that have co-signed that concept. It seems like, if I had to guess, it seems like Westbrook and maybe Dennis Schroeder too are both going to go to Sacramento, because obviously Sacramento has a point guard hole over there. Were they just doing like Levine and Keon Ellis? Am I forgetting? But I think scared money don't make money, and now Chris Haynes made me broke. I'm a Suns fan and I'm sad. You shouldn't be sad. When is the last time Lakers got someone super huge in free agency? I mean, y'all got LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem no, that was a trade. I think it'll be all right. I don't know who.
I don't even know where you're sitting.
I mean, you said super huge free agent. That's a big ask. When's the last time I saw someone say Bojan Bogdanovic was the Jazz second greatest free agent signing under one of my tweet the other day. Thoughts on the RJ Barrett situation? Why are you spelling it like that? I think he'll get traded. Thank you, Binko, for the or something like that for the subscription. I was thinking Dwight Howard. I'm new here. Is that luscious head of hair real or a wig? Genuinely can't tell, but it's great anyways. Thoughts on Sekou Doumbouya? Where yeah, Lakers fans so spoiled. Y'all just got Luka Doncic. Lakers fans are Lakers fans have like the perspective of like a trust fund kid. Click, what are your thoughts on D'Lo to the Mavs for a TP MLE? Yeah, I mean that'll probably happen. Bulls doing anything for the sake of them? Hopefully not. Jake LaRavia's deal is fully guaranteed by the night. What did I just say? I don't know, but Jake LaRavia's deal is fully guaranteed. Jake LaRavia's stats. Let's see what Jake LaRavia was doing. Well, everything keeps popping up later. Jake LaRavia averaged a smooth last season 7 points, 4 rebounds, 48% field goal, 42 from 3 on 2 attempts. He's averaging 7 points, 37 from 3, 43 from the field for his career. He's 23. You know, man, they're building for the Luka era. Screw it. LaRavia will attempt 12 threes on the Lakers. It went from Kareem and Magic to Kobe and Shaq to LeBron and Luka. Like, what do you want? You forgot Kobe and Powell and Jerry and Wilt and Jerry and Elgin and George Mikan and God knows who. You think OKC supermaxing Jade, Will, and Chet is a bad move? You know, I could see their young guys kind of. I mean, they got the ring already, and that might even be. It depends on the player. It depends on their mentality. But like, they might be like, oh, we already got a ring, so I'm gonna go make sure I get my bread, and then y'all could adjust around me. But I could see their guys not forcing the maxes. I could see them doing some, which once again sucks. Like, I don't know. I'd rather there be a Bradley Beal once every so often than no one ever gets money. Oh, Knicks? New York Knicks seems, yeah, like I just said. First of all, this account is just a regurgitation, but I guess it's not bad to leave it on here because, I mean, as long as they're saying what's true, they act like they know what they talk, like they like got sources. But yeah, like Ian Begley, I think, said it earlier, and a few other Knicks reporters. What are your thoughts on my glorious king Wardell, Stephen Curry? Knicks are getting a shot chucker. Good, because the Knicks had Cameron Payne being the shot chucker this year, and I actually rocked with Cameron Payne when he would play because of decisiveness and aka like, I'm just going to shoot because I didn't want, you know, would you rather Schroeder or Clarkson? I'd rather Schroeder, but Schroeder's going to get more money. The Knicks only have okay, so this is going to be, and I'm not saying this is you, but this is going to be a really confusing time for a lot of fans who aren't super engulfed in like the salary situations in the NBA, because there's certain teams that can only offer a certain amount because they're in this apron or that apron or the next apron. Now, I have a general thought of it, but I'd imagine if you're not fully into this, like it's gonna, because so for example, there's a team like, well, I guess the Rockets, because they just gave it to Dorian, where they like are under this apron to an extent where they could offer Dorian $15 million a year because, yeah, or maybe they just had cap space. I don't think they did though. I think that was their like MLE or whatever. But for a team like the Knicks, for example, I think they only have $5 million a year to offer. And then after that, every team can offer minimums like to teams. So there's that, to players. So there's that part of it. But yeah, we blame CJ. CJ said not to blame him. Austin Reeves was seen hang out with LaRavia a couple weeks ago. That's what's up, man. Should we blame? Oh, I already read that. Westbrook in a New York jersey would be criminal. Yeah, it would be. Honestly, what I would personally want for the Knicks, I don't know what bigs are out there, but some semblance of a big. You know whose market could dry up pretty quickly with how everything's sorting out because of Ayton is probably Clint Capela. I don't know where he'd go. I don't know if he'd go to the Knicks, but that's just a thought. So I feel like everyone was talking about him. And now, like as like a Lakers potential whatever candidate, I don't know what's gonna happen with him now because I feel like that was the main team that sounded about right. Yeah, I think Schroeder will get, I don't know what type of cap space the Kings have. The Kings are paying DeRozan, they're paying Sabonis, and they're paying Levine the max. So yeah, for the Bulls, I don't know what the hell they're on, but they traded Lonzo for Isaac Okoro. Like when I you know, I try and catch my mom up with the NBA news, and when I was explaining to her, I'm like, they traded Lonzo for a guy I was at the Knicks game against the Cavs in the playoffs telling to leave open. So that was stupid. And then they could have, supposedly, I think Kenny said it, supposedly the Bulls could have got back a first round pick from the first round pick that was traded in the Derek Queen trade. Clint's value went down because he didn't average a double-double. Well, Clint's value, it's not about his value, it's about the market. Because Clint is a default, you know, dunk and I don't know, be a big. Not anything more flashy than that, just be a big. So his value is never going to be, especially, and he's like, you know, past 30 years old, whatever. But it just depends on the whatchamacallit. But I think the Lakers Kleber as the 5 is crazy. I don't know if it's gonna like blow up if you can't really see it no more. Just look at it as in this format. So you got Kleber, Trey Jameson. I would imagine, so there's been a lot of Andrew Wiggins. There was a lot of Andrew Wiggins rumors for the Lakers, and then there was even some for the Bucks. The Bucks are trying to build like the team of underachievers, low key. Who do you think he's gonna be the Knicks new head coach? Shams reported earlier today that Mike Brown is a strong candidate and is gonna get a second, interview, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Can I be honest? So I still post on this damn Knicks page, and like when I do that, you get a culmination of like old head New Yorkers that have like an unrelenting like love for Thibodeau. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty tired of Thibodeau and like his ideologies and stuff. So I'm not really the Knicks want a coach. There was something got released about like, I forget if it was a reporter or what, about like their philosophies that they want to inflict on a new coach. One of them was basically opposite anti-Tibbs, which is basically a longer depth chart rotation, running on the team. And then just a bunch of other stuff, like just more. But all in all, from what I've heard personally, it has a lot in regard to flexibility. So they want someone that is more, subject to change. Like, like you can talk to him and be like, hey, do this, and they'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I feel like the guys they're going for, someone who they get, if they fall in line with the Knicks have obviously done an incredible front office job. So if they can find someone that falls in line with that, and I don't know, I mean, if I just trust their decision making, honestly, I'm not really worried too much about it. Replace Kobe with T-Mac and resimulate. Well, I feel like I've done that. I don't know. But yeah, so it's 6:59, so it's been an hour. We've gotten Jake LaRavia, Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, the Lakers got to get Ayton now, right? Where Dorian went, the Rockets. Is Terry Stotts still coach? I don't think so currently. He was going to be the assistant coach in Milwaukee behind either the dude that they fired before Doc, what was his name, the kid who retired, his dad, can't remember either one, Adrian Griffin. Him, I think he was either his assistant. Oh, Trey Jones just agreed to it. Trey Jones went back to the Bulls. I don't know why this isn't updating fast enough, but Trey Jones just agreed to a 3-year, $24 million with the Bulls. Before Giddey, it doesn't really matter. They could just sign. Interesting, I guess. I don't really. Yeah, they're just a team. The Bulls are just out here, I guess. Bulls front office smoking crack. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what they're doing ever. More guards. I mean, they already had a currently existing player on the team. Thoughts on the Clippers? The Harden deal didn't surprise me at all. They won't even take a semblance of a chance to potentially tank the value or the intrigue of the team, especially after they had a 7-game first round series. They won't, right? It was 7. They won't possibly consider that when they just made that Intuit Dome. They're gonna make sure they're good for as long as they can be. So they're gonna run out this Kawhi and Harden era until whenever. Plus they don't have any other picks, so they're just gonna do what they can. Harden is exactly what they need. Oh yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying. I'm just saying logistically, like it didn't surprise me at all. Like I was playing basketball yesterday and some dude was like, man, James Harden 40 a year. I'm like, it's exactly what I would expect. I mean, it doesn't matter. Nuggets ain't gonna do anything. If I had to guess one thing for the Nuggets, I think Bruce Brown goes back. Bruce Brown's a free agent. He has had a quiet 2-3 years. He got that $40 million contract after Pascal. And then he got traded for Pascal. That was perfect. That was elite front office moves by the Pacers. They signed him. Were able to use his contract to trade for Siakam. Then we went from there. So, D'Lo, 2-year, $13 million with the Mavericks. So that'll be their starting point guard until Kyrie returns. D'Lo and AD back together again. At least the stuff's starting to roll, and I haven't had to start playing 2K14 yet. Which I just started up though, but that's why the screen just got brighter. I like this. I like that a lot. I mean, he's just back with. It's always good to keep continuity to a certain extent. If you got D'Lo, Max Christie, and AD back together, there you go. Mavs aren't contenders anymore. That's dense. You think Bruce will be as good as he was with the Nuggets? I think D'Lo, honestly, I think D'Lo could be still good if he becomes a bench player. And also too, like he can get traded if they really needed to. But I think D'Lo, but also I mean he signed a 2-year. Granted, I think most of these guys, if they sign for some like $6 million, they're gonna sign for multiple years. That's not a lot of money, and it's not a lot of money to trade either. But yeah, it's good value. And I think that most of the times when he was on the Lakers, you gotta realize some of these guys as they get older, they're gonna they're gonna harbor lesser roles and potentially could be more impactful in smaller roles than when they were, you know, like I'm over here watching D'Lo take clutch shots for the Lakers or whatever. GP2 to the Nuggets. I saw it in a dream. Is he a free agent? Oh yeah, I think I saw something that said Gary Payton was unlikely to return. I could be wrong, but Ben Simmons to the Nuggets. Let's see, my friend John just sent me LeBron in a damn Sixers jersey. Hell no. Kevon Looney not getting re-signed. Really? Where the hell is... Actually, he can get a role somewhere probably at this point. Drew to the Nuggets would have been tough. Drew could still get traded again, but I think they bought out Ayton because they needed to pay Drew. I'm pretty sure. I think there was some mention of that, you know, they had to free up money to be able to pay Drew. So they bought out Ayton. And actually that would track well because I think Simons is making like 20 and Drew is probably somewhere in the mid 30s. And they said that they retained 10 million from the Ayton buyout. So they probably proposed him the idea like, hey, we can't make another trade right now. Nobody wants Jeremy Grant. Nobody wants Matisse Thybulle, I guess, this money. So we'll just buy you out. You can leave. We have our young centers and you can keep it pushing. Drew little brother can hoop. I mean, Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, they all can hoop. And actually, Aaron Holiday's a free agent. We'll see what he can do. I wouldn't be surprised if he stood. Actually, no. I think I saw something that said that he's probably staying. I didn't even know Thybulle was still in the league. He didn't play much this year, and then he had a player option, so I think he accepted that, and he's still over there in Portland. Heat aggressively trying to move Rozier. Yeah, and I'm aggressively trying to make $1 billion tomorrow. But they probably could move Rozier. Oh, they stuck in Houston. Yeah, I think they said, oh my God, Michael Porter Jr. Hey, they didn't look at this dude's message. They blocked his message because he said he said something crazy instead of Nuggets, but I had to accept it because he just said, what do you think the Nuggets give Michael Porter Jr.? Wait a second. All for Cam Johnson? Damn. In the first? Yeah, because, well, Cam is the same tier as MPJ probably, but damn. This makes a lot of sense though. Obviously, MPJ's making almost like $40 million, right? Let me go look it up real quick. MPJ is making like Porter Jr. Michael contract. MPJ is making 5 years, 180. He's going to be making 38 this year and 40 the next year. I'm pretty sure Cam Johnson's at like 25 a year, maybe a little bit less since that contract. This will save the Nuggets a little bit of bread. They did just get rid of their GM and their coach. So this is okay. Cam Johnson's got a weirdo contract. He's at Cam Johnson's at, look, 24, 23, 21. So he's gonna be making 21 this year. That's incredibly. I wonder if this was like legitimately negotiating. I mean, it had to have been. Why would it be like, maybe to potentially trade him? 21 million is incredibly, what's it called? I mean, they basically front loaded the contract to an extent. And so he gets traded, and that's a $16 million saver for the Nuggets, unless something else is involved in here. But I'd assume it's not, because the Nets have cap space. The Nets really don't have to re-sign anybody else. They'll probably soon after this re-sign Cam Johnson or Cam Thomas, and they're about to be chucking over there in Brooklyn. Hey, MPJ, I'm about to pull up. Jerome? Yep, Ty Jerome to the Grizzlies. It just happened. It hasn't popped up yet, but 3 years, $20 million, $28 million. There it is. And is it an unprotected first? Yeah, they did say that. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I want to check one of these real basketball nerds. Y'all saying I were, but Bobby Marks, or I don't know if I have this dude on my important tab. I might go add him. Dude name, I'm gonna go see. There's one dude to be doing a lot of salary cap stuff. His name's like Yossi something. And these dudes be on it crazy, but I don't know how much money the Denver Nuggets have. Let me add him. I don't know how much money the Denver Nuggets have currently. Let me see. Denver Nuggets salary cap. I don't know what even the cap is or any of that type of stuff, but I mean, if you look at their outlook currently, it says Dennis Schroeder intends to sign with the Kings. We'll see if that's legit. Anyways, so now you take off MPJ and you replace this with a dude who's making 17 million less. So you got the max, Aaron Gordon, who signed his extension as well. So you kind of got to look out for that too. And then you got nothing else that crazy, honestly. I don't know what this, well, it says 199, but I mean, yeah, you are paying Aaron Gordon and what's his name? Aaron Gordon and Cam Johnson still kind of equate to a third max, I guess. Just good value for the two of them. But that's crazy. It's weird to think about MPJ. It's weird to think about MPJ not on the Nuggets. He's become a fixture, a staple out here. And Dario Saric, I saw he accepted his option. Russ obviously declined, and the rest of the rest. DeAndre Jordan, I wonder what he's going to do. Are we getting DeAndre Jordan back in Denver? Is he going to play? What do you think is the Grizzlies' direction this year? Cam Thomas and MPJ ball, boy. Hey, all them point guards they drafted, get ready to pass. Get ready to learn pass. They about to be Igor Demon, Nolan Traore, Ben Sarif, Danny Wolf. What's that other dude's name? The one wing they drafted. Get ready to learn swing the rock to Cam Thomas and Porter Jr. Clarkson, get ready to learn rebound and kick out. I know he's a center, but I'm just saying. Yeah, Drake Powell. Hey, get ready to learn this. This right here. Just that button. Brooklyn guards got to be top 1, 2, and 3 in assist rates. They're gonna be fighting themselves for the what's it called? Schroeder of the Kings is done. I didn't see nothing about that yet. I just saw the other tweet I saw earlier. Unprotected first, the Nuggets sent is their only pick. It depends on what their plan is. I don't know if that just gets them out of the what's it called, the apron maybe, or if it gets them under the salary, if it gets them any bread to spend. I don't know the specifics right now, but what I do know is that that's a good to trade a first to save 17 million when you're a team with Jokic. You risk that if it has some sort of value to you. Did it get a confirmed? No, I don't see it. Oh, Kevin Porter Jr. back to the Bucks. Yeah, he gonna have a role there. What's his name's out, so name out. So yeah, 11 mil player option. He probably gonna decline that in a year, honestly. Maybe. He was playing real good this year for them, so not surprised. Finally some good Bucks news. Shouldn't Bucko be in China? Theoretically. My Grizzlies finally signed someone good in free agency for the first time in 20 years. Who was the last one? They signed Tony Allen, they traded for him. Scroll down. Where y'all see it? Oh, Fred Katz, he said that? Fred Katz said it's probably true. Yeah, it's probably true. Dennis Schroeder of the Kings. Shout out to Fred Katz. He was a Knicks reporter last year. So Dennis Schroeder of the Kings. Did they say what bread yet? I think he just said he intends to sign with him. I wonder what the bread will be. Probably some sort of MLE or a portion of it. 10th team, really? What do you think the Knicks do / need? I think the Knicks probably sign Jordan Clarkson. There's been a lot of heads that have reported about that. I think Jordan Clarkson's probably a Knick. We got to see what happens with Luke Kennard. There's been a lot of, he got rumored to like 9 different teams. And they need a big. The Knicks free agents specifically are Precious, Landry Shamet. I think if there's anyone that's most likely to come back, if Cam Payne got no role anywhere, there's a chance he'd come back for the Vibes, but because Cam Payne was supposed to be a 3rd string for the Knicks last year anyways, and then didn't. So, what's it called? And then, who else? They got Shamet, Precious, Cam Payne, and DeLon Wright are their main free agents, and now PJ Tucker's one too. So, I think Precious probably will get a deal somewhere else to play. God, shut the hell up about KPJ. When did you join? I just said it like 3 minutes ago. What's it called? I think Shamet might come back with Clarkson unless they get a different wing or guard. Me personally, I'd be very happy if they get Clarkson because they lacked. It was funny. There was a whole like a clip. I was watching the game when they were playing the Jazz last year, and Mike Breen was just frying Jordan Clarkson because he wasn't passing the ball. But for Clarkson to average 16 points for his career, and he spent half of it on Utah, and he shot relatively decent. He wasn't the best this past season, but he shot pretty decently for most of his career. I think a good, tough shot creator is very needed for the Knicks. If you think about it, we were playing Cam Payne, and then sometimes at the end there, DeLon Wright, Deuce McBride, who struggled to dribble the ball sometimes. Yeah, no playoff Dennis Schroeder hoops for the foreseeable future. Yeah, Kings low-key could contend for either 10th in the play-in or 15th in the conference. I don't know. Cole Anthony, yeah, I know he's a recent addition. I'd definitely much rather Clarkson than Cole Anthony. I would take both, though. I can't lie to you. I wouldn't be fully opposed to the Knicks trading McBride if they can get a backup big. And, like, if they sign, like, 2 weak. When I say weak, I'm just joking, but like combo guards off the bench. I don't know. But I don't think that's the best idea either. I'm in the era of time where, like, I'm not a very much of an opposition to my front office. I'm pretty much in line with them. When they do what they do, there's usually a rationale to it. So, and that's not every team. Like, if I was a Bulls fan, I'd probably want to put some sort of bullet in the back of my head. Thank you, Ink Demon. Now I definitely don't. Bruce Went? Where y'all say that at? Oh, there it is. Yep. I said it like 30 minutes ago. I said it. It made perfect sense. I only saw one rumor, and it was Bruce Brown back to Denver. I don't think he ever wanted to leave, but he got offered $40 million from the Pacers. There you go. Bruce Brown back to the Nuggets. So that's one. I don't know what type of deal he got. I don't know if he's getting the money that they just traded MPJ for, you know what I mean? Or if it didn't matter. You said you wrote it. It'll be in. I'm recording this right now. I'm going to upload this. So you're going to be in the video. The Nuggets might be back. If you ain't here I'm going to link my, actually, can I, wait, I do this. Just click the clip channel if you want to. Yeah, there you go. Boy, all them damn links. Oh, my bad. The reacts one. Imagine Gary Harris go back. Damn. Oh, Knicks are the top of Jordan Clarkson's list once he clears waivers. New York has the 5 million taxpayer exception. Hey, what the hell out the way? Taxpayer exception and veterans minimum available offer Clarkson. Yeah, so Clarkson will probably be a Knicks player soon. I'm very happy about that. That's a good player. I mean, like, Clarkson hasn't been playing winning basketball in a long time. Knicks should try and get Horford. Y'all think Horford goes back to Boston? I feel like I've seen rumors of saying like he won't go back, but I don't know. I'm Ayton to Boston. First of all, no way Kevon went to the Pelicans. No. Oh, hold on. What's the saddest song of my queue right now? No way. Hey, salute. This is close enough. Hey, salute to Kevon Looney, man. It's over. The Warriors is over. Damn, it's been 10 years. That's one of them nasty jerseys. One of them washed jerseys. Kevon Looney Pelicans jersey. He low key. Oh, wait, what are they doing? Wait, did they just wait? Actually, hold on. They give him $8 million a year? I don't know, man. Kevon Looney was catching DMPs. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, you made a good point. Hold on. Let me put that on. Yeah. Wait, yeah, why would they sign another center? All right, I need to make a list. I need to make a list of the front offices I trust the least. A shout out to the dude follow me just now. Brunson. I like that name. That's a good name. Write stuff down. Blank slate. Yeah, I was using this yesterday. All right. Man, actually go to Google Docs. It's too bright in my damn face. Oh, wrong. There's significant trade interest in the marketplace on Kobe White. Let's see. Docs. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. These are the NBA free agent, or my bad. I said FOs. I don't trust. Y'all gotta tell me if something happens, but hey, let me see. Ayton to Warriors a lock? No, it's not. Hey, I'm calling it right now. It seems like a lot of the obvious is happening. All right, bet. Let me turn on the music. I'm calling it right now. I bet a lot of the obvious is gonna happen, but also one of the obvious things is probably Vucevic to the Warriors for Kuminga. Book it. I bet that happens. I'm calling it. Ayton will be a Laker. There's no way the Lakers let Dorian go. Vooch is gonna be a Warrior for Kuminga. All right, so let's see. Let me see some. Mavs current depth chart. AD, Kyrie, Coop, Clay. I forgot they still got Clay. Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, PJ Washington. Boy, if y'all don't consolidate and trade some of these bastards, there's too many players now. But Kyrie's out though, so you need all you can get. No, is Dorian just an offer sheet? No, Dorian is 30. There's no 30-year-old offer sheet. Offer sheets is for restricted young free agents. I don't even know if Dorian was a first-round pick. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But that was 10 years ago, probably. So, Darius Garland for Jalen Brunson. You deserve to get banned. I'm in a good mood right now, but you deserve to get banned. John Stockton to the Hawks for Dikembe Mutombo and Yao Ming. Yeah, but Dorian Finney-Smith is a Rocket. My point was, if you couldn't follow what I was saying, my point was, I don't think the Lakers would have let Dorian go that easily, or like there would have been no pushback. He would have went the second, like within the first 30 minutes of free agency. If they're, and I don't know what the Lakers situation is, if they even have the full 15 million or 10 million or 5 million to offer. I don't know. They gave Jake LaRavia a couple of it, but I don't think he would have went that quickly from LA. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you though. The Rockets gave him a deal. Rockets gave him 4 years. Tom said end of an era. I'm not gonna lie, he's right. It is an end of an era. The Kevon Looney exiting the Warriors. Yeah, exactly. That's a big time. Evan Mobley for Cat. Oh yeah, you about to get banished. Actually, yeah, let's do it. Call it in. Go ahead. Actually, I don't know if I want that. I don't think I do. All right. NBA front offices I trust the least. Let's have some fun. NBA front offices I trust least. Number one. Who's number one? Mavs definitely gonna be top 5 or top 10, something. Even though they got bailed out. Bulls. Honestly, I'm saying Bulls. Number 2, Pelicans. Utah, no, I'm not going that far yet. Number 3, what other teams are there? Let me go look it up. NBA teams list conferences. Oh, Sacramento. I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting Sacramento just off of tenure. I'm putting Sacramento 3. I'm not putting Hornets honestly yet. Wizards, I disagree. Portland, I disagree. Portland, I still like the move they made for Abdia. Philly, Pelicans. Pelicans are, come on, dog. I'm gonna make the font even bigger. Come on, man. Oh my God, why is the N it got left in the sauce? Hold on. Toronto. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. The Raptors got to be up here a little bit high just because of what they lost Messiah. We not sure yet. Matter of fact, Mavs traded Luka. I think this is valid. I think Mavs at 4, Bulls again. You know what? Bulls again. Eat when Pat is asleep. Let's see. Just go to the stand. Let's say, okay. Bucks, I disagree. You can't say dumpster. The Wizards, I don't think they still have the same president that hired, that gave Bradley Beal that contract. See, y'all got to decipher the concept of a team getting rid of their entire front office doesn't mean I don't trust that team anymore just because they had a bad front office for that portion of time. Luke Cornett? God damn, though. Hold on. Boy, y'all gave Luke Cornett a lot of money. My goodness. Actually, it's not that crazy, but damn, I did not expect Luke Cornett to get a 4-year deal. That's not bad. I mean, that's not terrible. Luke Cornett is definitely a solidified, like, solid NBA player at this point. But I think a handful of it had to do with, this isn't that bad, honestly. I'd imagine maybe one of these years is guaranteed. Good for him though, man. I got his autograph. It's back there behind me somewhere. Out to him. New Matt Bonner drop. New Thiago, Jeff Ayers, maybe. The Spurs need to back up big. I think they did because they got rid of Zach Collins, right? So I think they did, huh? They draft for him? Yeah, actually, this is true. 2 big lineups, but these 2 are going to be real good. This is a really good fix. Now, like, just 4 years, 41 threw me off at first, but in terms of actual fit, 2 years. Why did I mute the Spotify? I remember doing that. 2 years. My bad. Let me recoup. This is a good fit. Him and Victor could play really well together. Yeah, they did have Bismack. Yeah, Hornet. You know what? Yeah, let's throw Hornets on the list next. But did the Hornets just get a new regime? I know they had Mitch Kupchak for a while. I'll put the Hornets above the. I don't know how I feel about the Hornets right now. They get injured a lot. I don't know if that's really Warriors in the modern. Yeah, actually, no, I actually agree. In the modern Warriors era, yeah, I'll put them Boston as of late. Has anybody gone to the East yet? I don't know. I'm gonna let me take the Bulls second off. Sorry, Bulls, number 2. I'm gonna put the Warriors after the Raptors just because the Raptors, well, maybe that's unfair because I'm judging the Raptors because I don't know what to base themselves because Masai is gone. So I don't know. You got, yeah, actually, yeah. I would honestly say, let me be honest though, if I could do it in tiers, would stop here. Oh, I like how it's still, yeah, okay. So this is tier 1. This is tier 1 of distrust. I honestly would put Philly up here. That Paul George contract, it's a lot, man. Also, let me, Clint Capela. Oh, he went back. Clint Capela back to the Rockets. He went back. Clint Capela, they traded you for Robert Covington, but he's back. Damn, where did they have cap space to sign Dorian? And then, I mean, this is just a lot though. This is like what, this is like 7.2 a year. A 7.15. They got Sengun, they got Adams, Capella. So they're gonna be real interesting. And like in good and bad ways. Like you know what it is with the Rockets is like they have such a sound defense and now you have Kevin Durant. So you don't have to have much worry. KD can do almost everything for you scoring wise. KD could average 40. You can make KD shoot every shot. I don't give a damn. No, but seriously, they had a lot of success with Sengun at the 4 lineups next to Adams in the playoffs. I don't think that'd be the starting lineup, but there's a chance they go 10, 11 man deep rotations with how many players they have. Is Reed Shepherd gonna play this year? I don't know. Alper in the Bucks for Giannis. That'd be insane. Because they did re-sign Holiday too, and obviously Fred. The Rockets, they are playing like with a lot of house money here. Oh my God! Wait, how did none of y'all say the Sun? Oh, that's my fault. That is my fault. Oh my God. I don't know how I didn't think of him either. I got to go back to this right now. Also, I was going to add, someone probably did say him. I was going to add this here too. Add this here for now. Swallow. There you go. Honestly, yeah, I'm putting the Suns up. Damn. You know what? I'm putting the Suns at 2. Maybe 1. No, I take that back. No, the Suns are 1. The Suns are 1 over the Bulls. We were in such an advantageous position. Karis LeVert just signed with the Pistons. Damn, I just bonked the hell out the desk. Hold on, let me fix this. Can't really see. Just make it smaller. There you go. Karis LeVert to the Pistons. So that's 2-year 29. Good for him. I didn't think Karis LeVert was going to get that much money in this economy. Akil, you're a Hawk. Yeah, it might be the case. I don't think Karis is a good whatever replacement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tim Hardaway's a free agent. Let me see. Pistons contract. Pretty sure Tim Hardaway's a free agent too. The Pistons, a lot of their appeal was that they had so many random spot up shooters, but I do think they needed a little bit more continuity in terms of like, I mean, Schroeder was good in that regard where like he can create his own shot a little bit more confidently off the dribble. But they still had a lot of appeal because of their spot up shooting. And now you potentially lose Beasley. And yeah, but here's their, oh, it's kind of getting blocked entirely by the thing I just added. Yeah, so here's their contracts. I mean, Malik, Paul Reed just re-signed, right? He re-signed. Dennis Schroeder is gone. Tim Hardaway, that's their 3 free agents. Obviously a lot of money freed up by these 2. But then Karras just got a 2-year, basically 30 million. So that's like 14.5 million a year. So yeah, who's the next Knicks head coach in your opinion? You never know with them. They're pretty left field, but it's gonna probably be Taylor Jenkins or Mike Brown. I thought that what is his name? I forgot his name. What's his name? I thought that dude was gonna be more Johnny Bryant. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be more in the mix, but I guess they really wanted a coach with experience. Thought Mike Malone was the obvious choice, but they didn't even try. I never really thought that, honestly. Mike Malone, and someone said, I've seen people say this perfectly, Mike Malone kind of got fired for similar reasons that Tibbs got fired. So it wouldn't really make sense. I think Mike Brown got fired because and I think Taylor Jenkins got fired. I don't know. They had a really bad like 3-month stretch there. Also on Zoran. Shout out to him, I guess. That dude popped up. I ain't never heard of him in my life. Then all of a sudden, he's the biggest man on the planet 2 weeks later. I gotta respect it. I don't know nothing about politics. I just seen him all over the place. Rockets making moves for Greek Freak. How you spell freak like that? PR answer fairs. Low key. I'm a PR answer type of guy because like I don't really know. Like a gap between 1 and 2. Nah, I think they deserve to be up here. Wait, but the Rockets can't get Capela. So how would this work? Who do you think they? What do you mean they can't get him? Is it really too expensive? If you say so, then let's check. So I think it still has Jalen Green on here. I don't know if there's gonna be an updated one. I see if one of them will have KD on here. Nope, still Jalen Green. Okay, whatever. It's still Jalen Green. Screw it. Just look at this. Oh well, I don't know if you're accounting into this, but I'm pretty sure they waived Jock Landale. Oh, that dude Yossi, he tweeted it. Pretty sure Jock Landale got waived. Oh, okay, yeah, he did say that. Yeah. Okay, it was on the side right there. Yeah, there it is. And he said the Rockets don't have enough remaining in their mid-level to sign Clint Capela. It looks like a sign and trade is coming either with this deal or for Dorian Finney-Smith. It could be anything. The Rockets are now sitting on the KD deal. Well, yeah, no, it couldn't probably be that deal because the Suns really don't have any more room to work with, and neither do they, I guess, in that scenario. So it'd probably be with the Lakers. We could see a 3-team deal maybe where maybe they give out something like, obviously it'll be, I'm looking at, oh, right. I don't know how much they need to free up, but I know Cam Whitmore has been on the block. So we could see something like Cam Whitmore traded in some sort of elaborate 4-team deal. They re-signed Jeff Green to a minimum. They got Aaron Holiday back on a minimum. With the minimums, and he's definitely accounting for that, they don't have to, like, they're not going to do those for a little bit. So, why y'all saying Lakers getting Capela with a trade? No, that's not happening. Specifically, it would be a player that is already on the Rockets would get traded. Obviously, it's not Jabari. Would they give up on Reed after 1 year? Don't think so. Why aren't the Knicks doing anything? I think the Knicks are. So Clarkson got bought out today. So he needs to clear waivers. So officially his contract can't get announced for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they're going to sign Clarkson. If Ian Begley said they're going to sign Clarkson, I'd imagine it's probably. Do we think Jrue Holiday stays with the Blazers? So I was talking about it earlier, and I hadn't really thought about it, honestly, but I think that they gave back the exact amount on the Ayton buyout that they needed to trade for Jrue, unless I'm mistaken. I could be mistaken. So if that's the case, then I think he's stuck there. But also, too, you got to consider, like, the thought of Jrue Holiday getting traded even before they traded for him was like, oh, I don't know who's gonna be able to trade for that money. And then they traded for him. So now they have to deal with the concept of, oh, I don't know who's gonna be able to trade for that money. So, you kind of put yourself into that scenario. Jabari may get traded realistically. Who, Smith? He got extended yesterday. There's nothing realistic about that. He can't get traded. If you had to pick between OG or Mikal to stay on the Knicks, who you got? If I had to pick logistically or emotionally, like for myself, if I had to pick logistically, I think OG would stay regardless because he's a big wing defender type of dude. He's not a smaller guy. Also just monetarily, he makes too much money probably to get traded. Mikal is also on the actually no, I think logistically, just in general, the only rational one would be Mikal because Mikal also expired. Jabari Smith got extended yesterday. I can probably go to Shams real quick if I can find him right here. Look, Clint Capela's 3-year contract can start as low as $6.9 million. Cam Whitmore's 3.5. For Landale, I guess, works straight up for Capela at that number in a sign and trade. There you go. Shout out to this dude, but I've been following him for years. He got all like the salary cap stuff down. Shout out to Bruce Brown. But let me find Shams real quick. Yeah, so go to Shams. So if y'all didn't see, they re-signed what's his name yesterday. I'll take a little second. But and Jaren Jackson, man, 5 years, 240. What does that come out to? 240 divided by 5. 48 million a year. Obviously, it'll probably be backloaded, but nonetheless, my goodness. So they're probably making like 50 million a few years. There's the Mike Brown news from earlier. Nick Batum. There's been a lot of re-signings today. Obviously, the Jordan Clarkson buyout. Nick Batum re-signed with the Clippers. Day'Ron Sharp went back to the Nets. Jumping Joe Ingles went back for a year. Colin Gillespie, Johnny Juzang got waived. Zaire Williams re-signed. There you go. Jabari Smith, 122 over 5 years. So that comes out to, I mean, what, like 25 a year, obviously. Yeah, 24 and a half. Jabari Smith, yeah, no, he literally can't get traded. There is restrictions for these type of things. Look at Giannis, man. Giannis got that damn championship trophy over there. If Jabari doesn't improve this year, he may get moved. Yeah, but you also just extended him. So I mean, I think Jabari's a pretty high upside player, honestly. I think he's a valuable dude. I think he could, but like, for example, look at Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams just got extended for 4 years or 5 years, 90 million. He's making like 18 a year on flat loaded contract, like 17 and a half or 18 million a year. And he had probably the worst year of his career this year. So something like that could happen. And then it's like, well, yeah, who the hell is going to take him now? Sham says some on ESPN. What the hell did he say? Check ESPN. I don't know why Chris Haynes just said it this late. Let me, Sham just ran off of ESPN and said something big is happening with the Bucks and the Hawks. With the Bucks and the Hawks? Brook Lopez, you're a Hawk. No, I don't know. Dame and Trey, yeah. Yo, oh my God. We be having sub 100 IQs in this chat. Oh, good God. Giannis, KP, and Trey. Yeah, hey, that would be, now that, what's funny is Giannis for Jalen Johnson and Risa Shea and Okongwu is probably more likely than Trey for Dame, just because Dame is out for a year and a half with a damn torn Achilles. Lopez signing Trey, but I don't know why Atlanta would do that. I don't think it'll be that. What else is there? Who else does Atlanta or Milwaukee have as free agents? Gary Trent Jr., I guess. I don't know. Giannis for Mohamed Gay in 2 seconds. Would have to be a Dame salary dump. If not, Dame is not getting traded. And also the Hawks would not. The Hawks are in a really good position right now. I was talking about it earlier with some people. They probably have maybe their best team around Trey. Risa Shea had a really good rookie year. Jalen Johnson, and this is me obviously not going on the Dame thing is just brainless, but just like in general, they got Dyson, Risa Shea, Jalen Johnson back, Porzingis, Okongwu, and whoever the hell else, and obviously Trey. What else is a big trade? I don't know. It could be nothing. Sham's just a busy guy. I mean, technically, if I played the draft on here, can I just play ESPN? But I mean, he ran off, so it's not like it's gonna help me. Terrence Mann trading coming, brother. He's on the Nets. He got traded 2 weeks ago. He got traded during the draft, or got traded a week and a half ago. Or a week ago, or you know, he got traded a month ago, maybe a year ago. Actually, he did kind of get traded like a year ago, or like 6 months ago when he got traded for Bogdan. I don't care. I want him moved again. Ayton has to go to the Lakers. He has to. This brother's panicking. You can see it in the fact that he said it twice. LaMelo Ball for Darius Garland. Y'all really want Cavs fans? Y'all really want Garland out of there that bad? Nuggets depth chart. Look at the point guard. It's just Murray. What should the Blazers do? They can't do anything. What the hell are the Blazers going to do? They have like every position filled. They just drafted multiple players. They can't do anything. Trade Grant. That ain't free agency. Blazers, they really do. They got their MLE. Oh, wow. Honestly, definitely don't use it on a long-term deal. Having Grant and Drew Holiday already there for years to come, they shouldn't put themselves any higher in cap space considering their situation. Portland's the type of team that's going to get the last dibs of free agency. But we'll see if it's going to happen. It probably wouldn't happen that soon unless they overpaid for somebody. We all think the best signing was so far. Probably, maybe it is the Luke Cornett signing. I can't remember all these. And the MPJ trade is crazy. So they got Bruce Brown. They got 2 Browns now, just spelled differently. Johnson, Strother, Gordon, Watson. They still stink. Oh, Brook Lopez to the Clippers. $9 million a year. Interesting. Kinda. So that's not the deal then. He's not going to the damn Hawks. I mean, hey, Lakers. Lock in. Nah, Aiden's for sure going to the Lakers. He has to, right? Because no Brook, no Clint. Shoot, not even Luke Cornett. Zoo to the Lakers, you about to get banned. Zubac to the Bucks, you about to get banned. Notice my hands are not moving. You're not going to get banned, but you deserve to. Why do people say things without thinking? Why are you typing things but not using your mental capacity? East is getting empty. Man, Brook Lopez is not the indicator of that. Man, Brook Lopez is 40. Deandre Ayton is making a sudden entry to July free agency. That is what Sham said. Yeah, that happened yesterday. Got released. Bought out. Brook as a big man is actually solid. Off the bench probably in this era, yeah. Can I get a sub? $5 foot long. That's a big loss for the Bucks, especially considering they don't have much maneuverability to replace Brook Lopez. Giannis can't love. Pat Riley is the enemy, bro. Y'all gonna trade for John Collins. Don't worry, he'll be all right. Zubac to Lakers. We need to bring back the guillotine. Where Luke Kennard going? Low-key, Luke Kennard about to go to the Raptors or something. No, that doesn't make sense. They got Grady. Maybe Luke Kennard goes to the Blazers. Maybe they overpay overpay him. Kobe White to Warriors. Honestly, y'all don't need that. Honestly, the Warriors just need to willfully die out. Let Steph and Jimmy lose in that play-in for 2 more years and we can keep it pushed. Y'all need to get Jordan Poole back and just finish out the dynasty. LeBron to the Knicks. He not getting traded. Herb Jones gonna get traded. The Pelicans trade wouldn't surprise me right now. I'm not gonna lie. Boy, say this name 3 times fast. Your house gonna start floating. Good God, what a name. Why trade Herb? Hold on, let me refer back to something. Where'd it go? That's why right there. There's probably some teams missing from this too. Let's see if we can finish. Wait, did anything else just happen? Rich Paul has told me, okay, so Dave McMenamin has joined in and said Rich Paul has told me he did not have any discussion with the Lakers about wanting a trade. So Rich Paul has now said that to multiple different porters. So it's, yeah, he's not going to get traded. Any other front offices I don't trust? Low key, and I like the Bruce Brown signing, but I can't lie to you, Denver is somewhere in this tier with, and I actually like that trade too, but just because, but they just got a new GM, they're just kind of like within that realm, you know, because they've been doing some garbage for a little while now. Honestly, I'm just throwing Utah down here because I don't like wrong thing. I like the Spurs one. I like the Blazers. Mavs already up there, right? Grizzlies. Yeah, I might just put the Bulls 3 more times. Timberwolves about to be paying some bread out. Clippers. They're all right, I guess. I actually like the Clippers that they didn't re-sign Paul George and got all them other dudes instead. Bulls 4 more times. Yeah, I know. Ainge, I'm giving him some. Well, okay, so the thing with Ainge is like if he's been doing like abysmally bad the past few years, I would be more critical, but I don't know. Jazz kind of like stink, and the marketing trade was good in theory. Like they also got back a lot of picks for Rudy and Donovan and got back Markkanen, who became an all-star, maybe even all-NBA player. I don't think he made all-NBA, but I'm just guessing. Anyways, yeah, whatever. That's about it. So yeah, this is free agency so far. Definitely some basketball happening right now. Every year that Brunson deal looks better. Oh my God, man. That Brunson deal, like if you look at, I don't know, any other, look at this Brunson deal, dog. What a guy. Even just, I could just pull up the Knicks because you could just compare it to Cat, which we didn't give Cat that contract. So, but we got to pay it now. Boy, look at this Jalen deal. This man is making, well, this is the last year of his contract, I guess. Did he opt into this year too? Oh no, that's last year. Man, 35, 37, 40, and 43 in this economy. I love this guy. Mikhail's got to get extended. We'll see how that goes. Do you think the Knicks should move Mikhail? I think they'll manage that how they shall. I don't know. I think they'd probably be better off just extending him. It depends on what they could receive. Look at what Jake LaRavia tweeted on May 1st. I'm about to just look at my phone. Jake LaRavia. I can't even find his Twitter. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, I can't. Wait, is that his Twitter? He only has 200 followers? No, I can't find it. Come up. I don't. That account has 500 followers. Lakers should trade for Angel Reese. Shout out to Angel Reese, real hooper. You think Jamal Murray gets traded? No. I think Jamal Murray is one of their best players they have to keep during this Jokic era if they want to continue competing for championship. I don't think they reestablish a chemistry like those two have with anybody else with Jokic host his 30-year-old season. Personal. D. Mitch on Nuggets would have been wild. They could have had him, but then they traded him for Trey Lyles, Ja Morant. Yeah, man. How's the Grizzlies looking now? So they got Scottie Pippen, Ja Morant, Ty Jerome, Santi Aldama, Jaren Jackson, Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, Vince Williams, G.G. Jackson, KCP, Jay Huff. I don't know if all these players are under contract. I'm just guessing. You get interviewed for the Knicks head coaching position. I legally cannot say yes or no, but we may have been in contact. Mr. Legit, appreciate it. And I'm Zoltz. I don't think I saw that. They gifted a sub to somebody. That was probably the dude who asked for one. 2K got you locked in with names, whatever that means. Bucks got no cap space, no picks for 6 years. Got to be on there. Actually, yeah, the Bucks do have to be on that list because they traded Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma. I'd put them like here. I know Chris Middleton's washed, or ish. Hawks actually go to this offseason. So the Hawks are in a new regime now too. So y'all got to keep track. I would recommend if you're a new NBA fan, keep track of when teams switch up a regime or get rid of a person. I know the Hawks front office genuinely is composed of Kyle Korver and Landry Fields. I know they got rid of Landry Fields. I don't know if they got rid of Kyle Korver, but yeah, shout out to that. Oh, that's 2K. Chris Paul plans to decide between the Suns and the Clipper. Not the Clippers plural, just the Clipper. Please tell me you got news for the Raptors. If there's anything that with the Raptors going to happen, it's not going to be signings. They'll already paid way too much money out. And they just fired Masai like 3 days ago. It would be probably like a RJ Barrett contract dump. I'm not going to lie to you. The Raptors got kind of screwed specifically with Quickly, because if Quickly was a free agent this year, think about it. Ty Jerome just had like a career year off the bench, good bench player, blah, 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 and gets 11 million a year, right? Or like he got like what, 30 million just now for like 3 years. And gets, you know, that's what he gets for having a career year, right? Quickly had a career year off the bench, almost won 6 million a year, whatever. And he got 35 million a year with Toronto for the next like 5 years or 4 years. So because I know he already played one of them. So yeah, the Raptors kind of got cooked with that for their sake. Now I believe in the players getting paid and everything, blah, whatever. But I also don't know, like me personally, I never really like. I know when the Knicks trade happened, well, there was some people who like RJ. I was never a big RJ fan from after like year one. So I was just happy as hell when we traded RJ and Quickly for OG, and I always liked OG. But there was people that were like, "Oh, I miss Quickly." Da da da. But obviously, like we would have had to pay Quickly a bag, like how they just did, and now they're stuck paying Quickly. They're paying Quickly more than I think we're paying like Brunson, damn near, for like the next 3 years. So yeah. But you think Raptors could get Giannis? But with Quickly, I think also too they just got cooked because of the aprons, because I think they might have. Did they give out that contract right after they got announced? Regardless, whoever would have signed him, it's just too much money for him. How does he have his Twitter feed set up? LeBron would never be Brunson. Okay, they did just fire Masai. Yeah, I don't think the Giannis thing. That's the Giannis would be a Masai Ujiri move. I didn't appreciate being timed out. Damn, who timed him out? One of the Mavs timed him out. Honestly though, I don't like your tone, so I might time you out again. The Bucks would trade Giannis for LeBron. No, they wouldn't. Rockets making moves. Yeah, they're doing something all right. LeBron, Reeves, and 2 picks for Giannis. No, nobody is trading their superstar for 40-year-old LeBron. Surprised Quentin Grimes hasn't been picked up. He wants like 25 million a year, and I don't think any team is running to offer him that. Like I just mentioned, and I'm a big Quentin Grimes guy. That's another, I guess technically a bullet the Knicks dodge. They don't gotta try and pay that out. But then again, I mean, it's not like we trade him for nothing. He's stoked for Zubats and Lopez. You don't think a team would trade for Braun just for the jersey sales? Shout out to NBA India. That's what's up. Let's get Clay and make the New Orleans Warriors. New Orleans Warriors. You want Jordan Poole, Clay, and Kevon Looney over there? Y'all got anybody else? Hunter and Strus for Zion. You might need to ban you. I've been seeing straight garbage from you. I think the Cavs would take LeBron purely for ticket sales. I don't think the Cavs are having a hard time selling tickets. I mean, I guess they could raise the prices, but they had like a pretty live like playoff. LeBron gets traded, would that stain his legacy? At this point, everything, waking up and brushing his teeth. Oh my God. Oh, Atlanta and Minnesota are in active sign and trade negotiations for Nikhil. Hey, Ink Demon, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I say that, I'm just lying. You can leave him untimed out. Forget Luka Garza. Atlanta and Minnesota are in active conversations on a sign and trade for Nikhil. What could Atlanta trade? And why is Luka Garza? Yeah, y'all were never getting Nikhil, Heat dude. I don't think they were. They might have been able to. What is Atlanta Hawks contracts? Did they acquire anybody recently? I mean, except for Port. I mean, from what I see, I don't know. Hawks have, who could they trade for Nikhil? Larry Nance? Is he, wait, no, he's a free agent. Did he resign? I don't know. They traded Niang. They got Porzingis. What could they trade? Kobe Buffkin? Dick Krejci? Regardless of how this goes down, Atlanta is really doing a lot right now. Doing a little bit too much, honestly. You'll need to chill out a little bit. But Nikhil to Atlanta, that's a really good trade right there. This man Tommy B trying to big up Jordan Clarkson right now. Let me see. But yeah, honestly, for a slow start, it's gotten pretty interesting. We saw Michael Porter Jr. trade, seen some pretty interesting signings, a lot of switch ups so far. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot. We could have been seeing nothing right now. I could have gotten here for no reason. Jeremy Grant trade. Who would trade for Jeremy Grant? Hey, Clique, are the Lakers cooked? I hate you Lakers fans. Hey, Clique, we have LeBron, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, blah. Are we cooked? You guys are so annoying. Oh my God. I think we need to banish these people from the world. Clique, would you be happy to see McBride I wouldn't be happy. Be one of the more like, damn, I really don't want to see him traded. Are us Blazers fans making the playoffs next year? I don't think you're making the playoffs. You're not really on the team, but the Blazers, maybe they could make the play-in game. You use Blase. Oh, damn. Nikhil just got 62 mil with Atlanta. That's a lot of money. He's their starting 3? No. Their starting lineup is set. He's a bench player for them. They have Dyson, Trey, Jalen Johnson, Porzingis, Okongwu, and Ricochet. Ricochet probably isn't even the starter. He's probably coming off the bench with Ricochet. He's probably just a backup combo guard. Who is Larry Kenon? Just pulled him on 2K, Spurs legend. That's a very good signing systematically for them. He could definitely close games for them if they need to, for sure. But he's not a starter. But that's a really, how much bread is that? That's not really that crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if this in any normal year. That's just one of the higher values we've seen from a player recently. I know for a fact the Wolves wouldn't have wanted to re-sign him for that much. They couldn't have, but I know for a fact they wouldn't have wanted to. 62 mil, so that's 15 and a half a year. Why did someone just scream Ayton? Did it happen? Do you see any role where KD, Steph, LeBron, or Kyrie win another ring? The most, yeah, I mean, yeah. That's not that far-fetched. I think Steph's done. I mean, LeBron has Luka. I think best team-wise shots are probably the Mavericks or the Rockets. I think, honestly, I would probably give my best chance on that. I like the Rockets. I like the Rockets team a lot. What do you say that's insane for? This? Shade to the Bulls. Huge deal. Who got traded to the Hawks? You're looking at it. I mean, I don't know. You think Hawks can climb up the weaker East standings now? Yeah, I thought that even before this. I mean, they can be top 5 pretty legitimate, like top 5, top 4. It'll be the Knicks, Orlando. I guess, who am I forgetting? Them. I have the East. I have the standings up over here. The Pistons, that's what I think. Atlanta. I think Indiana will probably be somewhere at the bottom, even without Tyrese. I think Celtics will be somewhere around there with Cleveland. What the hell? I don't know why I didn't say Cleveland. Yeah, some combination. I'd assume that probably the favorite to make it would be the Knicks, the Cavs, the Magic, the Pistons last year. That's 4. And then some combination of the injured Celtics, Pacers, Bucks, Hawks, and then the Raptors and the Sixers. So yeah. It's going to be like still a little bit of a battle for the bottom seeds, but I think for the top seeds, there's definitely Atlanta could be a team that separates themselves if they're nice enough. Hawks are better than the Pistons. That's not far-fetched. Obviously, they've got now they've got a handful of guys with a good amount of NBA experience. Obviously, Trey's had experience being a playoff team a few times. Y'all talked about the Warriors trying to figure out a way to keep, I ain't calling him that, Kuminga. No. I think Kuminga, I haven't considered the fact that Kuminga would come back at all. It'll depend on KP. I mean, it'd be best if he stays healthy, but I think even if Porzingis doesn't stay healthy, if you can get healthy, what was that? Trae Young was very vocal to get Nikhil, Okay. Okay, so they probably signed and traded like one of their super low tier dudes. I don't know who that would be, but someone, and made $2 million in cap. So yeah, or less than that even. What should OKC do? Go to bed. What do you think the Rockets will do to sign and trade with the Hawks or Lakers for DFS? Why the Hawks? Oh, you talking about for Capela? Well, the Hawks just use all their cap space, so I don't necessarily think that'll happen. And I was looking at it earlier. I don't have the tab anymore, but there's a few avenues. I don't know what the avenue is for them. It's probably some BS they can do. Like, I think this dude on the screen right now, I think he had said something about they could sign back. I think it was like something to do with, what's old dude's name? The big man, nope, forgot it again. I don't know. The big white dude. And yeah, Jock Landale. They could do some with his contract and then trade it to quote unquote make cap space, even though they're using it. Like, we'll see if it could be something simple rather than complex, which I guess you can consider that complex, but it's not like detrimental to them in any way. If Turner leaves, damn, I forgot about Turner. I would have thought the Turner contract, what he's probably doing is just garnering offers just to leverage. Sometimes players will sign early because they know their market might not be that crazy. And it's like, screw, we might as well just stay now and take what they're giving. But he might be leveraging to see, like, for example, Turner might go to the Nets, which I don't know how much they have left now. I mean, Cam Thomas is still a free agent for them, and they just took on $17 million in the Porter Jr. And they took on like just $18 million flat in the other deal for what's his name for Trey Mann, and then they also just have to sign 5 first-round picks. I don't know how much money they have left, but all in all, I'm just saying that I think Turner will go to a team and be like, hey, they're giving me this much money, which he might not even do that. He might just be like, hey, I've been here for 10 years. Give me my money. Did Jordan Clarkson go to the Knicks? He probably will. The Hawks are sending a 2nd-round pick in cash for Trae Young is what I just saw. 2027 Cleveland 2nd-round pick in cash to the Wolves. I don't know if they're trading anything else, but they were $2 million over the exception, but that's total. So that's only like $500K a year. So they low-key don't got to do much there. I'm about to get on 2K14 my career. LeBron to the Knicks. This real quick. Me grab. I'm in the playoff. Yeah. Let's see if anything else happens, man. Yeah, it looks like that's about it for that deal. He's saying I'm in the playoffs right. They beat New Orleans in 6 or no 7. Kyle Kuzma traded for Dame's health. Man, it's not a bad deal. Is Walker Kessler gonna get moved? I don't know. I gotta change the title of the stream. It's not quiet anymore. Who'll be the Jazz center after that? Good question. Filipowski? I don't know. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic? Yeah. I'll do next game. I'll play next key. I like the playoffs. I'll play the playoffs. Eden? What am I eating? A damn muffin. Real heat. Yeah, Nurkic just got traded there. Click, shall we bet? I guarantee you won't find Cleveland Cavaliers sign or trade anyone, and if they do, I will gift subs. What if they sign and trade Carrot? Surprised the Knicks didn't do anything. I think they're just waiting for what the Knicks don't really have bread. I think they're gonna sign Jordan Clarkson with their MLE and then probably sign. I wonder what the Russell Westbrook update is, because if I know they said Schroeder and Westbrook might sign together in Sacramento, but the fact alone, Tyus Jones is going to Orlando. According to Michael Scotto. Yeah, I like Clarkson on the Knicks personally. Let me lower this. Okay, cool. I'm not blocking the scoreboard. I'm kind of blocking, you know, the screen, but whatever. I'm gonna make this just even smaller. Go like this. Yep, Tyus Jones, 1 year, $7 million deal with the Orlando Magic. Whoa. It's like ugly as hell right now. There you go. Tyus Jones is a pretty good fit for the Magic, I guess. Oh, just threw the ball away. Never mind. If we get Clarkson with the TPMLE, I don't think we can afford Cole Anthony. To be honest with you, I really don't care. I would much for, I'm not really worried about Cole Anthony if we get Jordan Clarkson. If we get Jordan Clarkson, we have Deuce McBride and Jordan Clarkson. So I'm not really yearning for Cole Anthony. I don't think it's I'm pretty sure it's like a one or the other type of scenario. Oh my goodness, I was gonna block that. Cole Anthony, I mean, he just got bought out. Or like, well, specifically by the Grizzlies. I don't know, like Jordan Clarkson, obviously he's like 34 and got bought out by the Jazz, or 32 or something. So he's not gonna play for a losing team. But you saw the Knicks picked up some 6'8" point guard in the D League. Talking about that dude Dink. I don't know about him. I saw he's athletic. I don't really, not be honest. When I was playing basketball yesterday, some dudes were talking about him. I do not get worked up by any until they play. I really don't care. Honestly, if I'm a team that I was in the conference finals, I'm not really thinking about a rookie. If they show me they can play and the team plays them. Because, like, for example, I can go out here, you know, hypothesizing about Ariel Huck-Porty, and he just never plays. Imagine Cole just returns to the Magic. I think there's a rule against that. Has he been on the Jazz that long? Yeah, he got traded to the Jazz in 2019, Jordan Clarkson. Been like 6 years. He was the longest tenured player on the Jazz. He was probably the longest tenured Jazz player. I guess Rudy, I guess. Technically, would he have been longer than Donovan, or maybe the same amount of years? I think he might have been there longer. He got traded for Dante Exum back in a million years ago. And I thought when Dante Exum went to Cleveland, I thought his career was over. But then he somehow made it back to the NBA. Any other NBA stuff? I'm trying to think. Not really, actually. I'm not really trying to think because there's been a lot going on. MPJ in Brooklyn. So what's their lineup going to be? Are they going to start one of the rookies? He's incredible overseas. And I think the biggest thing with him was that he got big and became a wing rather than a point guard. And he had like good point guard instincts and great defensive instincts, but at a wing. And he's a free agent too. I mean, we're going to see, speaking of him, Dante Exum, he might be a damn net. I don't know. What do y'all think is the next big free agency? I don't know. Someone had said like Dennis Schroeder was going to have a Zoom meeting with the Kings, but then he signed like immediately after, at least according to the sources. So, you know, I don't know if, I mean, they had a 5-minute Zoom meeting? Like, yeah, we're signing you under ransom. We got blackmail. Like, yeah, Ayton can't sign. I think if Ayton, he did just get bought out, but like that's my thought is if Ayton or Clarkson was really like, yeah, we're signing, I think they would report it. But maybe they're just like, oh, maybe there's like no reward to reporting it too early just in case, because there would be if a player is still under waivers, I would assume there's no like verbal agreement between teams and the player anyways. So they're probably just going to wait. But I feel like Ayton's a big enough player to where like Shams is like probably like talking the news. Like Clarkson, they probably aren't like, okay, like, yeah, we're like tweaking over this. But I think any player that was on a buyout, they have to wait like a second. I don't know how long are waivers, probably like 2 days, 3 days. Clarkson's been there longer. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did the math in my head. Yeah, Dorian will be a really good instantaneous pickup for them. Dorian's another contract. That contract wouldn't move me if it wasn't this year's whatever the hell you call it, aprons. Ayton can sign Wednesday. Okay, so 2 days. Tyus Jones makes sense to the Magic. D'Lo contract looks so good compared to what other guards are getting out there. What other guards have been getting? I'm trying to think. I mean, Trey Jones got like 24 million. I mean, yeah, I think Jones will help the Magic compete. I think what it was, Jones has been like hypothesized as like this great point guard asset that needed to be on a better team. Well, at least after he was on Memphis for a while, and then, you know, there's a good feeling whenever Ja wasn't playing, and then he got traded to Washington. It was like, oh yeah, Washington, you know, he needs to get off of there because they stink, and then, you know, he's gonna be good when he gets to a good team. And he went to Phoenix, and like, yeah, he didn't like, you know, patch up all their problems, but they have like a million of them. So I think in Orlando, he's more than likely, I mean, he's a bench player over there because they have too many, you know, they have Suggs, Bane, Paolo, Franz, so there's no room for him to start there. But in terms of like lineups they can run, like if they run a lineup with, you know, Suggs and Tyus, or Bane, Tyus, Paolo, Franz, or you know, whatever. He's a good facilitator, doesn't turn over the ball a lot. Magic are, you know, a ground and pound, keep the ball, hopefully keep the ball in possession and play really good defense type of team, and get shots up that probably are kind of nasty to look at. So Anthony Black, yeah, I forgot about Anthony Black. Yeah, that's another good player to play. Yeah, I be forgetting teams' benches sometimes. They I think Caleb Houston and Mo Wagner are free agents. They still got Jett Howard too, and they still have Goga. I was just saying, like, I feel like specifically though, to what I was saying though, he like lineups with him and starters would fit really well. He's just not a starter. No way they sign Caleb back. I don't think they would. Not after that. I don't think they need him really. Is that all for tonight? Let me go ask Shams. Magic go get Luke Kennard. I think they need at least one lights out shooter. I mean, that'd be pretty elite for them. I feel like they might just play, and they might have like a plan to play Howard more. But then again, I think they're going to do whatever they think is best for them to compete because they're in that position right now to do so. I was playing 2K and Johnny Davis still has 87 potential. You know, Adrian Griffin retired, and every time I play 2K, he like gets signed and has a long career. Johnny Davis get waived. I think he's just a free agent. I think his like option never got picked up with the Wizards, and then, or did he get traded for Marcus Smart? Right? Only they reached. Damn, that was the Jalen Williams draft, and it's crazy too because Jalen Williams only like 2 picks later. It's not even really a reach. Hold that. Johnny Davis versus Killian Hayes 1v1 would feed families. Yeah, what are they eating exactly? Speaking of Ben Simmons, where the hell is Ben Simmons gonna sign? I don't know I don't really feel like, I feel like being surprised more rather than like knowing. Like, oh, like who's about to sign this player, who even needs players still. All this just for the Lakers to sign Kai Jones. Ben Simmons at Lakers, that'd be like the 3 generations of GOATs for real. Him, Luka. What's the most like surprising free agent transaction ever? I feel like it may be, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like the most like shock-worthy free agent transaction, well, except for KD that I've witnessed, might be Boogie going to the Warriors. Who was the best free agent left? It's probably Miles Turner. Look at the Lakers. I don't think you know what free agent transaction means. Acrobat. Giddey didn't re-sign though. Brought to Miami. Are you saying that's the most shocking one? I mean, so I don't know. And second, I wouldn't know. I wasn't really have thoughts from 2010. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I got into hoops really late. Did everyone think it was over when the Warriors got Cousins? Yeah, because the most recent sight of DeMarcus was him dominating the league. You know, it was before his torn Achilles, and then he missed like the second half of that year, or was it? I think it was like the second half of that year, and then he went to the Warriors for a minimum, and then he was garbage, or like relatively. It was pretty, and he just didn't play a lot. Yeah, everyone, that was like, it was like, oh, the Warrior, that was the worst. People be talking about like, oh, we need to go back to a, you know, superstar era. That was the worst time I could ever imagine. If I was growing up in this era of basketball right now, I would have been so much happier. Just as like from a parody perspective. Who is this? Who is? Oh, Nigel Hayes? The damn first name threw me off. I remember Nigel Hayes. I thought I was reading a Bible of a name. But no, I remember Nigel Hayes. The 2025 EuroLeague champion and finals MVP. Shout out to Nigel Hayes. I didn't expect him to get signed today, but good for him. He was on the Knicks for a second. That's good though. I mean, he didn't have like a, one of the funniest like recent dudes who came back to the league off of a big off of playing good outside of the NBA was Gershon. But Gershon, you know, he dunked on Bron. That was like the cherry on top. And then they brought him back. And actually, that's someone who's still out there. Gershon Yabusele. Bro, he is like shooting guard forward 2. No, he isn't. He is a big. You don't even know what you're talking about. That's from. He does look a little bit skinnier. From I remember, Nigel Hayes was a bigger forward. He's also 30. Damn, it's been a minute. Yeah, it literally says power forward. I mean, Nigel Hayes was drafted in 2017 and hasn't played since in the NBA. That's crazy. I could have sworn he was on the Knicks. Maybe I'm thinking about I'm thinking about someone else. Maybe I'm not. Let me see. No, he was on the Knicks. It was the preseason though, and he played for the Westchester Knicks. See, I would never forget that. Oladipo wants to return to the NBA as well. Yeah, and I want 100% of the earnings of Amazon. As he pulled Jeremy Lin, hold that. Damn. I have 38, and I couldn't tell you one time I scored in this. I don't remember any buckets. Oladipo to Suns because he is a shooting guard. Oh my God, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate when NBA fans do that. Why do y'all start a rumor and then run with something that isn't even true? The Suns got what? 3 shooting guards? They got Bradley Beal, Jalen Green, and what's his name? And Devin Booker. Devin Booker's going to play point guard. Bradley Beal's going to come off the bench. They got Ryan Dunn. He's a forward. They got Royce O'Neal. He's a forward. It's like the corniest like teenager NBA thing ever. Grayson Allen, he's been playing wing for like 4 years. They literally turned the dude. They be saying he looks like a senator because they made him gain all that weight to play small forward. Did the Suns rebuild and signed Oladipo just for him to retire the same exact year? Devin Booker is about to sign an extension. I've been saying it, and this isn't a Devin Booker was not gonna leave there. That's his team. Boy, I be talking to my friends. I'm talking about that's his team. He's not leaving. I don't give a damn. He likes it too much over there. Like, nah, he definitely would leave. I'm like, he's not leaving. He's not leaving the Sun. He could always get traded, but you know, he about to stick over there. 75 mil a year. Yeah, that is crazy though. That's because Jimmy got 60 a year. Well, this would be the biggest single year salary ever. It would kick in what, probably 2 years, 3 years? Because I would imagine that isn't even possible to kick in anytime too soon. That's a charge, ref. Look at that matchup. Me versus Chandler Parsons. Suns ain't making the playoffs this year. Who would have thought? Feels like the Wizards. Yeah, screw it. Definitely should when they paying Bradley Beal all that money. Parsons cooking me. You right. When's the book no trade clause? At least if he got it, he deserve it. Riley, wake up, please. Real New York music. Oh, I've been listening to Nas for like 6 days straight. Just only Nas. It's been a great New York summer right now. Parsons is frying. Chandler Parsons is trying to take over this game. The Cavs are going to trade a single screwdriver for Bron, and we're going to go 82-0. Back to shooting foul. Oh my goodness. 2-year 150 is crazy. Talk about Lonzo trade. I think I briefly mentioned it, but and Lonzo, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he didn't get much back in return or anything really. But hey, you know what? At least they got the two dudes they could have picked in 2020. They got Patrick Williams and Isaac Okoro. Come on now. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Suns. You remember when I was doing that list earlier? I remember the Suns existed, and I put them right above the Bulls. I mean, 75 mil. It's just they're such they have no leverage, no dog. Matt Ishbia he's gonna hire Mike Malone. No, there's literally 0% chance they hire Mike Malone. Another year and no one wants to come to Milwaukee. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect them to want to. Also, you're kind of paying supermax contracts to Dame and Giannis. Oh, I tried to throw a lob to Iggy and I clicked the wrong button. Who's the Bucks 5 currently? KPJ, AJ Johnson, Kyle Kuzma, Giannis, and Bobby Portis. No, you know what? Screw it. And Jericho Sims. Yeah, but not AJ. Andre Jackson or AJ Green. Yeah, one of them two. AJ Johnson's on the Wizards. But I was thinking of Andre Jackson. I was just trying to think of his name. I used to always get them confused when they're on the same team, at least name wise. That. You know what they say though. Why would the Clippers get Brook Lopez? They felt like it. Shout out to Karras to the Pistons, man. If I was a Pistons fan, I'd be kind of sad today. You can't get Malik Beasley, or well, my bad. It says I can get Malik right there. But if Malik is out and Joverwit, that's really sad. Kara's gonna do the same stuff that Ivy does. Honestly, you're not wrong. You're kind of not wrong. Usman Jang is still on my team. Everybody in the West is improving, and we haven't signed anyone. Who got it worse than Thunder fan? Do you agree with Tibbs being fired or nah? Yes. David Lee at the buzzer. Oh my God, damn. Chris Paul might be a Sun again soon. I agree with whoever the Knicks pick. I agree with whatever the Knicks do. I spent an entire childhood of mine criticizing every single move the Knicks made. They've been making majority right moves for about 5 years now. So why would I over criticize? It's just like a worrisome way of thought. Why would I be overthinking about what the Knicks are going to do when they've been doing me right for like 5 years in this new regime? Or well, not really that new anymore, but in the current regime. So whoever they signed, am I at center? Whoever they signed, good job. Some people are overly negative at all times. Yesterday, I put out a tweet, and I only say this because, oh my goodness, hey, I can play center though. Oh, I think Dwight's at the 4. Anyways, because I got Omer Osik in here. I posted a tweet about Bojan Bogdanovic, and it got like 40,000 likes saying like, real hooper, sad to see him retire, averaged like 20 for his whole career. And obviously, just kind of generalizing, but he genuinely averaged like 16 for his career, and he averaged 18 and averaged 18 for the past 6 years on really good shooting, averaged 20 twice. And there was people in the replies like, nah, but he only averaged 20 a few times. And like, it's Bojan Bogdanovic. I'm trying to show we are never going to talk about Bojan Bogdanovic again. If you don't show, it's like the biggest, like, it's going to sound kind of drastic, but it always be the people with headstones is going to be sitting there with no attention talking about, oh, some hate. If you don't show some love for once, isn't that Bogdan, not Bojan? No, you're wrong. it's Bojan. Bojan just retired. It's like, there's no drama in his career. No, I think it's just, and I was thinking about it because someone mentioned it. I'm like, I think it's just the teams that he played with. Like the best team he played for, both in terms of his best basketball on his best team and, you know, most playoff success was the Jazz. And people barely talk about the Jazz as it. So yeah. And then, you know, he played for the Pacers, the Pistons, played for the Knicks last year, which obviously he was, you know, a bench player. But Bojan literally was averaging 20 points last year through like 30 or 40 games with the Pistons, or maybe 20. I think he was injured a little bit at the beginning of the year. And he was averaging like 20 last year. And he had to retire this year because he got a foot injury in the playoffs. And it hasn't recovered, and it's been 14 months. So he had to call it a day. Who is the most ethical hooper? I mean, if we're being real, probably Brandon Ingram. I don't know. So I don't think ethical is always like a good thing. I think sometimes it's like, because okay, when I think of ethical now, I think when y'all say like opposite of, when I think of ethical, I just think of someone who just scores the ball really nicely. They could draw fouls. I really don't care. But I mean, unless like their entire game is predicated upon it, but there's a very few amount. But what's it called? With Ingram, I actually don't know what his foul rate is. When I think of his game, I don't think of him ever drawing fouls, but almost to a fault. Paul George, yeah, I'd say for that era, yeah, Paul George was like a very much like, I'm gonna stay 18 feet from the basket and shoot this fall away mid range. But I think it comes back to bite you at a certain point. That's why all these guys, like, you think these guys want to be revered, or opposite of revered, as like, oh yeah, like they draw like weak fouls. Like, no, they just want to win. I don't think they want to be looked at it that way. They know that 30 years pass, and who's going to be remembered more? The guy who averaged 23 and was in the playing game, or the guy who won the championship and drew 10 fouls? Book in 21-22. Yeah, Devin Booker's usually probably a pretty good pick. If we're talking for ethical for mid-range, then Sean Livingston. If I'm being honest with you, I low-key gentrify Sean Livingston. I'd be going on TikTok, and it's somehow TikToks with 600 likes, talking 600,000 likes, talking about Sean Livingston never missed a mid-range. Y'all low-key gentrified Sean Livingston. The concept of him. We made Sean Livingston mainstream. We ain't need to do all that. Was Nikhil the last deal? I'm not gonna lie, we ain't seen nothing. It's almost 9. Like Nikhil, like, you know a player that I low-key was getting tired of seeing his name because y'all wouldn't shut the hell up about him, even though he was like a link to my channel name all the time, was Bol Bol. Nobody would shut the hell up about him all the time. And now there's a lot of players like that. Like, for example, yesterday I was on TikTok and I was scrolling and I got recommended this TikTok that said, name a niche NBA player that nobody has mentioned in years. The top comment was Goran Dragic. I felt sick to my stomach. I said, dog, I've probably heard the name Goran Dragic 4 times this week. I'm lobbing it. Oh yeah, that's why I don't pass. I could have had 2 assists, but this dude can't catch a lob. Oh, I have 1 assist? Damn. And David Lee hit the side of the backboard. 2016 Golden State Barbosa. What was it like one time when Barbosa was celebrating a made shot, or Curry's made shot, and he was running back and it didn't go in? I forget if it was his or Curry's. Go for a post hook. Never mind, it's a fade. DJ Mbenga. What a guy. Damn, was that really? So wait, that was, it says this tweet was 17 seconds ago. I don't think that's accurate. It says all of them were like a second ago. I don't know why it says that. How long ago was this tweet? 4 minutes ago? No tweets in 4 minutes? And we might have seen everything we could have. And then they signed Capela. Why is he not there? Because look at the players. Where are they going to put Capela on this? I mean, the only place you could put Capela is if you take Cam Whitmore off and put Finney Smith at the 2, Tari. Capela is like Capela would be the 11th man. And even then, I don't know. I don't know what really also too, Capela, his contract isn't that bad. He's just a good asset to have regardless, probably. Especially with Adams. It's going to be a sign and trade, I guarantee it. What do you mean? Can you elaborate? I don't like Fred as a point guard for this team. I don't know why. I'm fine with Fred, honestly. They could have low-key used someone like a Tyus, but low-key, nah. Adams getting older, needs rest, and Clint can fill his spot. Now, let me make you feel stupid. Just a little bit, but respectfully, in a friendly manner. Clint Capela is older than, no, they're about the same age. Adams is 31. He'll be 32 in a few months, and Capela is also 31. It was just funny though. You're like, he's getting old. Takes bad shots when he's in a funk. You talking about Fred? I think that Fred will be more timid, considering that I think he had to take those shots on that team that they were just on. Fred seems like a pretty smart guy to where if he's called upon to do something different, he will. Good morning from the Philippines. Hello, Philippines. Yeah, exactly. Like Jalen Green was cold as hell. Well, specifically in the playoffs, and then like they don't really have many other perimeter shot creators. And yeah, by the way, yeah, I actually don't think I ever talked about. Shout out to Fred for that next contract. He got 25 a year. Salute to Fred VanVleet, Mr. Undrafted. That is a bag getter. He got what? His last contract, I think he got 80 total because it was what, 3 years? I think he got like 3 years, 120, and then they declined the last year, and he just got 2 years, 50. So shout out to him, bag getter. He's got definitely over 100 something million in career earnings. 100 maybe 125, 150. 24 minutes without a signing. What was the last one? I might play one more 2K game and then See what happens. But I might hop off here if nothing happens. You might see me on Twitter. What the hell? Yo, the Hawks are getting everybody. Oh, they for sure about to do a sign and trade and get somebody out of there.
I don't even know where you
Luke Kennard, $11 million to the Hawks. It just happened. Let me go to this for a second. Shout out to you for the subscription, Frankie. Yes. Hawks get Luke Kennard. They got a lot of people over there. I'm about to go to my Knicks group chat. They're gonna be so mad. That's a great offseason for Atlanta. Yeah, Trae Young's in his bag. Trae Young is in his bag. Getting all them people over there in Atlanta. So when is Ayton going to sign out? Man, this Dennis Schroeder deal still isn't done. I'm pretty sure they said he's going to Sacramento. What are the Hawks rated? What does that mean? Somebody give me a team to rebuild on my league. Someone answer. No, Dennis Schroeder completed the rainbow. He trying to hey, yo, I'll need Rowan Barrett off my team. I love him, but he just don't fit anymore. Now, ask yourself the question, where does RJ Barrett fit? And there could be an answer. I'm just saying. King, you might have a point. The Kings don't really have a Knicks. Day one is over. Who said that? It ain't over till it's over. How do I check what game of the series were? Clinch series? Rudy Gobert, Dante for Barrett, Pirtle, and picks. No. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're up 3-2. Rockets for the 8th seed? Damn, they smoked it. The Hawks are making moves. Yes, indeed. I'm from YouTube. Feels good to catch a stream. Appreciate it, real nitro. I like this Rockets court in this game. Look at James. Bucket. Bronze to the Bulls. What is going on? I don't understand what you people think when you type these things. RJ and picks for Derek White. I think they said that, I think they said that they laughed at the Raptors offer. The Celtics did. Oh, Wagner re-signing? That would make sense. Clique as of now, sleeper team for next year. The New Orleans No. I feel like we talk about a lot of the teams. I don't know if anybody would really be a sleeper. The West teams are all like super solidified. Actually, I always go for the Blazers, honestly. But they're kind of, thing is too, is they just got Drew, right? And I think Clique is a starting caliber big already, but you also you just had to release Deandre Ayton. Like you got nothing back for Deandre Ayton. And yeah, I don't know. You know what's crazy? I saw someone posted Deandre Ayton. He averaged a one made free throw per game last year at 7 feet tall. A paint big, 7 feet tall, 1 free throw a game. Bro was afraid of getting touched. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I play basketball too. Yesterday I was hooping, someone passed to me, I was wide open, had a wide open lane. I just kind of laughed and took the shot. Going to 2K, Blazers are gonna be a top 4 seed. That's real. Blazers books look nasty with the Drew and Jeremy Grant contracts. I think we'll blink into at least the Jeremy. I don't know how much longer it is, but isn't it like only 2 years left? Because Dame's already been in Milwaukee. This will be his third year. The shoes do you hoop in? Some Kobe's. I think I have not off-brand Kobe's, but I don't know, what do they call? Like P's or I don't know. I need to get some real Kobe's. Low-key have been hooping in the same shoes for reps, maybe. Schmobies, yeah. I need to get some. I've been hooping in the same shoes for years, but I don't really play that much. Team Kobe's, Team Jordan. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. Hey, but they worked though. They still got good traction on them. I bought a second pair. I like the Kyries I had. I used to like the Kyries when I was a kid. Then I don't know. I used to like Paul George's. I think I'd still like PGs. I can remember the Kyries. I feel like they'd be a little bit too clunky now. I like the Steph ones. The Kyries used to be super durable too. I used to like that about them, like the Kyrie 1s or 2s or something like that. I used to be able to play outside a lot in them, and nothing would happen to them. I think I definitely got rid of them by now, but I used to have them in my old crib, just sitting in the closet for years, and they looked exactly the same as when I got Sabrina's. I will say I do need to get a new pair of shoes because the Anthony Edwards shoes look really nice. The damn Asia, is it Asia Wilson or Sabrina? They be making nice shoes now. I don't know what's the trend. I mean, it's just shoes. Hawks roster, low-key comp. So who else they got? Who else off the bench for them? They got who's their backup one? Oh my God, Chandler Parsons. Shea shoes. Yeah, I liked how the Shea shoes look. I just don't know if I would trust myself to play in what is it, Converses or Pumas or something? I keep telling them to throw the ball away. Does Kobe Buff can play? Alexander Walker, that's why I got the contract. I don't think he's a 1, to be wrong. I know he could dribble the ball, but he's not really a point guard. Yeah, he's not a 1. Played 1 this year. I feel like Dante was really doing a lot of that. But yeah, I mean, he was definitely playing over Dillingham. Rob is too small. Yeah, that was the issue for him, at least as a rookie. That's why he didn't play off the rip. You saw Terrence Shannon was playing a lot because it's just a big dude. There's no legit default liability to it. That's good going down. Oh my goodness. Isaiah Kanan getting bucket. Yeah, I like Terrence Shannon's game a lot. It's crazy. I think he's older than Ant. That means he's older than me. So I'm still in my prime. Isaiah Kanan, yeah, real hooper. Suns legend. Yeah, I feel like he had to. I feel like every backup type of point guard took the revolving door of going from Rockets, Suns, Kings, Clippers. I'm just naming Pat Bev and Darren Collison and Lou Will. Yeah, the Lakers too. Damn, so you said Terrence Shannon's gonna be 25 this year. That's in his rookie year. That's wild. That's one of the oldest rookies I heard of in a while. I know Obi Toppin was pretty old too. He might have been 25 his damn second year, but maybe not that early. Oh yeah, Chris Duarte was, Chris Duarte might be like 32 now. Chris Duarte age. Okay, he's only 28, but I could have sworn he was old as hell when he got drafted. Oh yeah, I mean, he's only been drafted 4 years. So he started at 24. Hey, man, Chris Duarte's so old, his damn car insurance went down. What do you think the Spurs are going to do this year?
I don't even know where you sit.
I mean, they got, oh, you mean like how they play? Appreciate you, Wes, and 850. But
I don't even know where you sit.
yeah, they're gonna be out there. I expect them to do real good. That's another team. I mean, they can always be out there. You know, they got limitless potential right now, limitless range. It's Victor, man. We gotta see, he has potential to be the most unstoppable player in basketball at any given moment. So hold that, Dwight. They'll finish in that 4 to 7 range if healthy. I'm putting a heater at next in the queue. Texas basketball so stacked. What does that mean? Oh my goodness, Dwight. The West is a bloodbath. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I still call him Assad Newell because of you. I'm gonna keep calling him that too. I don't care. His real name weak. Kai Jones stands. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still think about that. Not really, but like, well, I did for a while. Kai Jones, real GOAT from that Dame series. My power forward, my center, whatever the hell he was. Hezzy. I wish, man. I actually, you know what I gotta do? And not even on some like nostalgic, like, I gotta go back and play that game just to see how it felt. Cause when I remember playing that game, like I don't remember thinking like, oh, this is a good game. You know what I mean? And I definitely use some sliders on there, but like there's no sliders I can use on the current 2K that makes me like enjoy the offline experience, at least like a lot. And especially too with like shooting the shots and everything. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. Look at Mark Jackson. There goes that man. Kai Jones is tweaking, poor guy. Yeah, well, he's doing. Al Horford has received interest from several contending teams since the start of free agency, including the Boston Celtics, Warriors, Knicks, Nuggets, and Cavs. Boy, getting interest from the league. I'd assume he'd get interest from the Celtics, though. Oh, yeah, Nuggets would be a good option for him. I can't even front. I mean, it's clear it's like backup role. Well, actually, all of these would be. Well, who's Cleveland's backup big? It's not Tristan Thompson, right? I'm forgetting somebody. He's not their backup center. He is? Okay, then yeah. Everyone, in that case, just Allen and Tristan. In that case, yeah, that was my first thought, was like, it probably is just one of them two staggered, but Dean Wade. In that case, yeah, all of those are really good options then. Because I was going to say, I was trying to think of the Cavs because like, but yeah, all those are at least very good options to be a backup big for sure. With a lot of minutes on most of them, honestly. That's going to be a real old man walking lineup if he's playing with the Nuggets. Jumping out the huddle. He gets so many open shots. Yeah, yeah, like I said, after this game, if nothing else happened to, probably gonna get out of here. Fuck it, hold that. Did he tweet the same thing twice? Celtics, Golden State, Knicks, Nuggets, Cavs. Oh, he just tweeted it again and added the Lakers. That's funny. There you go. It's your little bit of semblance of hope. Yeah, I do have that Victor one. It's I have the file still. If he leaves us to LA, on God, he's dead to me. Yeah, you have a point. He could probably leave to anywhere sooner. Honestly, I'd imagine the two most like, he's dead to me, he's against Boston moves right now would probably be the Lakers or the Knicks. The other ones are all pretty neutral. Sorry, Chandler Park. Actually, I guess he's probably thanking me. I left him wide open. Yeah. I mean, I guess they lost to the Warriors in the finals, but that was a while ago. Plus, in the Warriors potentially trading for Giannis. The Bucks aren't helping Giannis and just lost Lopez. Now, what would the Warriors trade for Giannis? I don't like when things are posed and there's literally like almost zilch possibility that the opposing team has what it would take to do said thing. Because the best asset they have is what, Kuminga, except for Jimmy and obviously Curry, who the Bucks wouldn't want because they're both 80 years old. This is why I usually hate trade discussions. I have probably spent an accumulation of years of my life wasting time talking to people who aren't calculating. And that's not to disrespect. It's really not a personal, it's like everybody. It's everybody. Like it's really bad. It's like I don't know. It's just when it comes to like, and it's like all relatively like, these are all things that I've had a general grasp on since I was like 14 or 15 years old. So all conversations, especially too like in real life and stuff, it'll lead to hell. Always overvalue or undervalue. Either overvalue or undervalue your own team. It depends on the person, if they're more of a cynic. Kuminga might not even stay with the Warriors. He's a restricted free agent, so they have the choice on that. But But I mean, they're not going to just pay him a bunch of money. Probably Jimmy Butler, multiple picks or side in trade JK with other players and other picks. So let me bring you up to speed. Jonathan Kuminga's value is not good. Jimmy Butler is on a $60 million a year contract, and him going to the Bucks solves absolutely nothing. I don't even know what picks the Warriors have, but I can guarantee you any team in the league right now can offer every single pick they have to the Bucks for Giannis, and they would decline. Every single one almost. Unless maybe like it's the worst, like most garbage led team, they would decline. Plus, in scenarios like that, it might be a team that's super garbage and Giannis wouldn't want to go there, and they're not going to trade Giannis somewhere he doesn't want to go. I'm not going to say Golden State somewhere that Giannis wouldn't want to go, but they don't have it. Yeah, the Warriors don't have enough. And the Warriors are the type of, well, I see a lot of Warriors fans on Twitter like throughout the playoffs like Po GMski, he sucks, but then really he's not that bad, but he kind of sucks, and like, but then they'll be like, oh, we could trade him for Giannis, and it's just like and granted too, all this stuff is never like, for example, think about it. As I was growing up, like it was always, oh, Knicks fans, this is that, a million things. And it still is to this day. But now it's like the Knicks are good, so they kind of let us get away with a little bit more. But like, or just the fan base in general. But like growing up, it was always like, oh, Knicks fans are stupid. But I mean, I'm just sitting here. I'm one of them that actually knows what the hell they're talking about sometimes. So, I mean, at least one of however many. So it's not everybody, but it's like, so I'm not going to generalize because it's like this person might say this, but this person, It's a lot of crowd mentality thing. But yeah. It's all kind of, but it is a lot of people though. Just really, when I think about it, like when I was saying that earlier, I'm really thinking about NBA fans, period. It's a lot of, like, you could tell when you see the Instagram commenter NBA fans. Mason Plumlee. Did Mason Plumlee just go back? Wasn't he on the Hornets for like a millennium? Just went back. You know what? They needed a damn center. About to pop up within a junction. There you go. 3.6 million to get back. So I used to run this page on Instagram. I ran the Knicks page still for a while. Shout out to the Instagram feature where they let you like collaborate with posts, because I know a lot of Knicks pages and friends that I met through there, and they'll just send me the little collaboration things and I'll get the notification, I'll click accept so I can just get posts up on there, which is kind of funny because I low-key went inactive on there for like 4 years because I had the YouTube stuff to do. But what's it called? I used to run this NBA page on there, and boy, the things I would see, I had like 10, 11, 12,000 followers on there back in like 2019, and oh my God. And just in general on, like, I saw, you know what, I was on NBA Instagram the other day, and I was scrolling and I saw, I was on a post of when Brunson broke off Keon Ellis, and it looked like Keon, like his controller died and he hit a game winner on him. And I saw someone in the comments say, and that's where his career ended. And then someone replied back to him like, yep, he hasn't played since. And they kept going. I'm talking about Keon Ellis, who was starting. Probably about to get his jersey retired. He about to get a Nick Collison retirement. Hornets could squeak into the playoffs this year. Logistically, they kind of could every year, but you saw the team that had Moussa Diabate as the best center, so he had to go over there. Shout out to it was like Ryan Kalkbrenner or something they drafted. Saw that today because someone posted their depth chart. Rockets should have picked up Westbrook. That would have been funny. They still could. It depends on what, if he just gets a minimum, it's free game for anybody. But I think he might get a MLE at this point. We're going to see a lot tomorrow. I'm definitely going to fall asleep and miss some stuff. I could already feel it. Bound to happen. Rockets will be playing a 15-man rotation. Oh yeah, they didn't need dude, but I'm just saying yeah, he won't go there. Let's be honest. You streaming again tomorrow? No, I don't plan. I mean, I don't plan on it. I'm crazy would have to happen, boy. They have Trey Giannis. Oh my goodness. Fried him. Plumlee layup son or Yusuf Nurkic three-pointer dog. The inner machinations of your mind are truly a marvel. Something to marvel at. You didn't do TJ McConnell career resum. You are right. David Lee. Come on, David Lee. We need a shot. Oh, I'm wide. Green. I thought that was another signing, but it's just Mason Plumlee again. I just had some guys say that because KD was traded, Giannis could be too, like, let's be for real. Like a 10-year age difference, right? Oh my goodness. I'm putting these Rockets in the dirt. We going to the conference final. How did the Suns have Plumlee and Nurk at the same time? Shout out to they had someone else that was a big over there. Last few years, they were just throwing random bigs out there. Old Mohamed Diawara dude, Eubanks. They had that other dude too. The dude that was on the Rockets that just got waived today, years ago. Yeah, Jock. Matter of fact, you know what I should do real quick once this game ends? I got an idea. Well, I thought that was going to be something interesting. The Lakers are looking to save cap space for the 2027 free agency to sign a max level player. Oh boy, LeBron. Oh, Taurean Prince, Milwaukee. Hello, $7 million over 2 years. Hello. Come on now. Starting shooting guard. Hello. Doc Rivers, get ready. Doc Rivers. Fader. Brook Lopez, no can do. But Taurean Prince, we need you. Come back to the team. I got blocked. That's a top 10 player in 3 more. Honestly, I would have taken him on the Knicks. Damn, I'm kind of sad no Knicks signings happened though. I don't want to be enamored. Please, damn. Like, we'll trade you Levine for Brunson. I'm going to trade you to the damn Reaper. They're going to send you to the death penalty. Because I remember Knicks fans wanted Levine a few years ago. I was so adamantly against that. Would you be a playoff dropper? I don't think so. I was playing basketball yesterday. I was having a pretty mediocre-ish. No, I actually played back-to-back days. And the first day, I hadn't played in probably like a month and a half. First day, I was pretty bad. But the second day, I was just out of it. Like, got to get warm. But I came back day two. It was pretty scary hours for the league. Little half court threes, step back. I hit a little heat check. I think my favorite move I've adapted in my game, because when I don't really like doing too much, because I'm gonna just get tired and drop the ball probably. But unless I'm in the post, I like doing the Luka, like the little like one step back on the left side. That's really on my player, on this player or my real life player. Anyways, I like doing a little like a Luka type of bag, like just shoot a damn three. On this my player, by the way, I use jump shot 5. Come on now, sidestep goated. Yeah, because like I'm tall, so like there was this dude guarding me who was probably like 5'9" maybe. So I just kind of I had walked up and hit a 3, and then I wanted a heat check, so I came down the next time and he guarded me up high because I had just hit a 3. I wanted to shoot again. With me, like my greatest success is I have the most shots. That's really. I don't care about nothing else. We could lose. No one's going to remember it anyways. So I just walked up and just I was dribbling left, and then, the side step to the left for the 3. As simple as that. I met some dude that said he just said, "Are you Clique?" And I said, "Yeah." I didn't really talk to him that much. You in the chat, shout out to you. That's a bad shot. I think all of my shots in basketball are bad shots. Like my go-to shot is a shimmy fade, probably. The same, it's on the one basketball video I got on YouTube. I hit that move probably 3 times in there. You commentate live during pickup like you do in 2K? No, maybe a little bit. I was playing yesterday, like we were playing, so there was one main game going on, but when you weren't on the game, there was like a little play around kitty game going on. Not kitty game, but just like a chill game going on the other side of the court. So I was playing and there was this young kid playing. He was probably like 10. So when he was hooping, I was like, oh yeah, he get into a bucket. He was hooping too. He had a jumper. Kitty game is crazy. What the hell is crazy about that? Who better, Grimes or Cam Thomas? It's still Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is a bucket getter. But Grimes is probably a more coveted asset but yeah, we're still waiting for them to Yabusele, Miles Turner. They all got to get signed at some point. Grimes is probably the more coveted asset for a team that already is solidified. And Cam Thomas is the better individual player in terms of getting his own bucket. The GMs are probably talking to the players. I kind of hate how they wait now. But there was a handful of teams in multiple years that got cooked for tampering. But it would be like blatant examples. Like Kyle Lowry, I think, got the Heat tampering. Brunson, the Knicks got tampering, lost their second round pick. But they literally hired his dad and couldn't have tampered anymore. So it's like, that was pretty obvious. That's pretty ironic now. Any Cavs news? They lose anybody? I don't know. I wanted to do this real quick before I get off of here, because I think I'm about to be done in a second. Oh yeah, right. They lost. No, they trade. Oh yeah, right. No, wait. No, yeah, they traded Karis LeVert a while ago. All right. Excited to see Lonzo on a winning team. I'm excited if Lonzo just played. All right, let's do this. Guess the jump shot. I think I did one like 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. I don't know. Let's see. Whose jumper? Damn, whose jumper is it? Let me full screen. I don't know. I'm gonna say, who's that one dude? Jalen Wilson. I don't even know if this dude's righty or lefty. I just felt like guessing somebody. Okay, he's a forward. Makes sense. In the West, USA. Let's go with. The jumper isn't saying anything to me, honestly. It's a very default looking jumper. Loki looks like Pat Bev. No, it doesn't. I'm lying. Let's say Nikhil. I was going to guess him, but no. Oh, and he's Canadian. What's in the West? He's also not a small forward. Who's a small forward okay. Jeff Green? You know what? Yeah, give me Jeff Green. Damn, it's not Jeff Green. I thought it was Jeff Green for sure. Oh, it does look like Harrison Barnes, actually. Damn, it does look like Harrison Barnes. I'm kind of mad I didn't. Yeah, that's Harris. It's that angle. Oh, yeah, no. This is rigged. This is rigged. His shot's all messed up in this. This is rigged. Look at this, man. Hold on, damn, well, let me grab my face cam. This is rigged. Look, he's getting closed out. So like, he had to shoot it coming up from the damn. Now look, this only makes me mad because look, he's got his left foot stepped in because he's trying to compensate for the closeout and he's shooting from super far. This is rigged. Only part that makes me mad is that when I was a kid in like I don't know what. I used to take videos of myself shooting jumpers and I'd be like, damn, I shoot like Harrison Barnes a little bit. So I'm like, damn, I'm really mad that I didn't get Harrison Barnes. Who's this? Oh, I did this one. I can't remember who it is, but I did do it. Let me do a random one. I think I did like all of them though. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is just big nasty vooch. I'm not about to do this because I did most of these. Remember when Barnes got traded mid-game? Yeah, to the from the Maverick to the King. For what? Like Doug McDermott? No, it wasn't Doug. Who was it? Hold on, I remember. It was Justin Jackson? Or was he in the trade with? Was it not? I think it was Justin Jackson. LeBron spoke about it. Damn. Well, guys, LeBron spoke about it, so I can't. That's Kobe White. Yeah, I'm not even gonna guess him. I'm not even gonna guess him. Where you know who it is? How you know his jumper is smooth off the top of the medulla? I'm just gonna let that one sit. Let me do one more. Screw it. That's this is Mr. Top 75. This is Mr. Achilles is falling off the bone right now, sadly. Sorry to hear that, but that's Mr. T75. This is Mr. I just almost won a finals MVP, but I lost the last game kinda a little bit. That's Mr. Him. This is Mr. Oh God, hold on. Let me see that one. Oh, it's a lefty. Wait, what? Is he shooting left? I think he's shooting left, but the right leg is coming out in front of the left. I can't tell the angling on this. That's what's throwing it off. Is it the right? Wait, I can't tell. It might be righty. It's not Draymond. I could tell you for sure it's not Draymond. Jalen Williams. I'm gonna give you Jalen Williams because it's not him. It's 1000% not him. Number 8 USA in the East. Okay, that makes it easier. Hold on. No, it doesn't. In the East. Who's a number 8? Maybe I got one I never seen before because I don't think I've seen this one. You know, I'm gonna guess just because I want to see like what positionally this is. I'm gonna go Kongwu. Okay, so it's a guard and it's in. I'm gonna say. Wait a sec. No, it can't be him. It can't be the Knicks because OG's a small forward and he wears number 8, so it would have lit up yellow for the forward position. Is it? What I feel like this dude wears this number. Is it Jacoby Walter? Is he not on here? What I feel like I remember him wearing 8. Damn, it's 4. Okay, wait. Okay, so it's not. It's the Central Division number 8. It's not Levine because this is pre-trade from January 10th, but it's not Levine, so it couldn't have been the Bulls. It's not. Who else is there? The Pacers. Cavs. My brain is broken from this free agency stuff. Hold on. Oh, it's the Bucks. Wait a second. Did they got Torian Prince at the 2? Damn, I was just guessing. Okay, well, I know it's Central. Oh, okay, he's close to this age, though. Is Gary Trent Jr.? It's not. It's not a Bucks player. Who's the last team I'm forgetting? So, okay, well, hold on. So it can't be Bulls, can't be Bucks. So it's either Pacers, Pistons. Oh, but wait, doesn't Malik wear 8? Or am I wrong? He might have worn like 6 or 9. Wait a second. It kind of looks like Tim. That don't look like Tim, man. Maybe it does. I don't like that. Let me see if I seen the one next to it. Walking around a lot. Oh yeah, I seen this one. I seen this one for 5 years. Come on. He just got 100. What, he just got 100 mil? Come on, man. My guy. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Shaq Edey. Oh my goodness. Fast jumper of hell. Is this just Isaiah Joe or something? He's shooting fast as hell. I have to guess Isaiah Joe, but I don't even think it's him. There's no hair really. Wait, no, that's Derek White. Pump fake. Sidestep. Oh God. Damn, what the hell was he doing with his legs? Jump to the left. Wait a second. You got traded today. I know who that is. Mr. Never Swing the Rock. We never gonna see this again. Damn. Still no trade offers, by the way. Oh my goodness. This is the man. This is the man of the decade. Nobody else walking to a shot like that. Oh God, I see that. Is this Jacoby Walter? Doesn't he have this hair? I feel like nobody else has this hair. Am I wrong? Who else is in there? Zaire Williams? No, it's still the Nets though. Who else on the Nets with this hair? Does Keon have this hair? I don't think he does. What the hell wears a number in the Clowney? That's how Clowney shoots. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I've ever seen Clowney shoot in my life. Yo, I've literally never seen him shoot in my life. The Nets are the most like devoid, like I've never seen them play. And it's funny because I be turning on the Nets games sometimes because I got the channels because I live in New York. So, oh, it happened. Let's go. It happened. Oh snap. Wait, why'd you say Shams? He said it too? Shams didn't say it. I'm looking at Chris Haynes. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was incredibly in favor of this transaction, but I do have to pull up. Wow. I'm very happy about that. There was a lot of Russ rumors earlier today, in respect to Russ, and he could even, I don't know, maybe he could still sign on. But the second I saw Jordan Jordan Clarkson bought out, I was like, oh, we need that. Especially too, if you look at Jordan Clarkson, I know he's what, 30 some years old, 30, 33, 34 years old. But if you look at Jordan Clarkson's stats for his career, and I know, you know, he didn't have like the hottest year this past year, but this man, Jordan Clarkson is a 16 point per game scorer, 44 from the field, 34 from the three. He shot 36 from three this year, and then 29 the damn year before that. But I mean, obviously it's Utah. He averaged 21 3 years ago. Yeah, bro. He's about to be 33 years old. Get a cool little. Yep, Shams just said it. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. My Kings are sleeping right now. Where your Kings at? You think Beal getting bought out? No. Elon his damn self on the team. Maybe Beal gets bought out. That's not really how it works. Damn, that's a great sign. You got a legit 6 foot something, 6 foot what, 5, 6'4" 2 guard. Nah, he's 6'3". They relisted him. They done made him short as hell. I remember went back in 2K, whatever the hell, he was 6 something, 6'5". I do got to pull up though. Can I find it on Twitter real quick? It'd be pretty funny if I could. Oh, Sham just tweeted. Trendon Watford has signed with the Sixers. Okay. I don't know why that would happen right now for them. Hey, this dude got 26K likes off of this too, but let me show this real quick. This Mike Bremer's Jordan Clarkson game.
Shamet. Some very questionable shots from Jordan Clarkson. This is the largest lead for the Knicks. Clarkson once again gets it and shoots it. Ball poked away. Clarkson just heaving him up there. He has taken some bad shots here in the first half.
He has.
Clarkson's going to shoot, no question about it. Comes up short. Hart the rebound. Double and fourth of the season. And the crowd aware of it. Clarkson steps back, throws up a brick. Clarkson missed a lot of dribbling tonight. Clarkson on Shamet.
Shout out to Jordan Clarkson, man. See, I can laugh at this because I know Jordan Clarkson's a hooper. He gonna be fine. This man, Jordan Clarkson, was trying to lead the Utah Jazz for the past 6 years. He going off the bench now. I mean, granted, he won a 6th man of the year, but he's one of their better guards. Obviously, they got Keontae now, and they had Colin Sexton and traded him for a bag of chips. But this is just footage of me at the gym. No, I'm happy about that though. I mean, you gotta realize we had Campaign. Campaign has 2 shots. Campaign has the pull-up 3. The step back 3, or my bad, a 3rd, the floater, and maybe a 4th, the layup. That's it. He's not doing nothing else. Jordan Clarkson actually get to a little bucket at his best. So if we need someone to take a shot, there you go. I'd assume he probably averages one of his lower points per game historically on this team, but this is a great signing for what we needed. I don't know what Philly's doing. Maybe this is like the minimum, so it doesn't matter regardless. Is Trendon Watford good? Like I said, Brooklyn, I don't know what the hell they. I wonder if anything else about to happen. Brooklyn has a lot of potential that just won't develop in Brooklyn. Puts up some numbers, but he was on the Nets. Watford at Hooper. I'm about to look him up, and I'm probably not going to find a lot of highlights if he just got signed. I also want to look him up on, let's see, Trendon Watford, he averaged 10 points, 47 from the field, 33 from 3. It's not like they got Kelly Oubre again. No. Shout out to I looked up Trendon Watford. Trendon Watford Muse follows me on Twitter. Pretty funny. Is this him hating on Tyrese? Let me watch this.
This is not playful conversation, but it is a conversation. What place you belong in. Not making sure that they're there.
Hey, you're having a down year is a funny diss. Hey, you're having a down year is funny. I can't even front. That's so lame that it's funny. You're having a down year. When was this from? March 24th, I guess. Yeah, he was having a better year by then, but you're having a down year. I can't find any like highlights of him. Here we go. Yes, some good propaganda. Here we go. Let me see this. I gotta see. I haven't seen. I'll be honest. I ain't seen some Clarkson buckets in some years.
That basket too low.
Just because
there was
who the
3
hell's watching
bodies
the Jazz?
close.
Come on. Oh yeah, Sar. What we doing? What we doing this? When is this from? This year or last year? It's like last year. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, I see Bojan. This last year. Adam. Pull it. Come on. Is that Kevin Knox guarding him? This one don't count. Take these 2 back. We're gonna have this off the bench now, man. Oh, he smoked that. I think my favorite archetype of player is the bench player that I can't really blame for not being great because like if he has a bad game, because because he's a bench player. Like, to this day, there was never a moment or a game where I was actually mad at Campaign. And it's funny because I know so many fans that started to hate him at certain points, and I was never mad at him. Like, what he gonna do? It's Campaign. I think it comes back from my love for J.R. Smith. This could be J.R. Smith for the modern era. But yeah, Conley, hand it off to the real hooper. Pull up. Keontae, watch and learn. Oh, this is the OT game? Wait, was this when someone hit a half-court game winner in this game? I think it was Alec Burks. I think Alec Burks hit a half-court game or something like, or a half-court tire in that game. I was watching this game. I'm about to look it up. Alec Burks half-court game winner. I think this is this game. Yeah, I mean, it's Utah. Yeah, everything looks about right. I don't know what date. I could just look at the original tweet. Jazz thrill. He had 36, 21 in the fourth quarter in OT. January 4th, 2024. Yep, it was this. This quality. Oh my God. What am I looking at? Thank you. Look at Alec Burks. 11 seconds. Oh, Clarkson probably, actually, well, he probably hit a shot. Let's see. Oh, he hit a three. Wait, no, Markkinen did. Three. Come on. Look at my guy. Come on, Alec Burks. A bunch of Knicks showing off right here. Former Nick Alec Burks. Half court. Watch. You said half court in quotes. Watch this. Oh, no, it wasn't half court. Bucket, though. Hold that. He ran full court. What a guy. Is that Killian Hayes? Yeah, that's starting shooting guard, point guard, guard Killian Hayes. What's up, young Bezos? All right, man. I just hope we trade DeRozan and Levine, or just y'all just traded for Levine, dog. He ain't going nowhere. And Levine is on one of the worst contracts. There's a reason why he got traded for nothing. Man, oh man. The Kings tank, that would be a smarter move. Yeah, they got Levine stuck over there for probably like what, 2 or 3 more years, making like 50 million. Hey, don't worry though. Jeremy Lamb over there. Rock is getting KD thought. He could play basketball, I think. We do a 10-year dynasty Kings rebuild to make us fans happy, please. I don't know if I could fix. I don't know if that's Jeremy Lamb's focus. Do you think the Warriors are getting in free agency? PJ Tucker. Yeah, the Kings not that lame. The Kings ain't the Jazz, where it's like they just over there, you know? Kings had some cool errors. The Jazz, I guess, kind of did, but even when the Jazz was quote unquote cool, they weren't. That's the problem. No real hate though. But like, that's just kind of how I see it. He's on the net. No, he's a free agent. Warriors got Al Horford. Heard about that? Josh Hart reunited with his old teammate, by the way, Mr. Clarkson. Warriors getting Al would make them a retirement home? I guess. The Sabonis trade wasn't bad at first, but then our front office never built on that team in the competitive West after making the playoffs, which screwed us over. Yeah, I guess. How did they build on it? They got DeRozan. Keegan Murray, I'm pretty sure he regressed a little bit. Did they never build on it, or did the Kings really overachieve a lot? I don't know. I don't know if anything really rationalizes. Like, I definitely don't take for granted. Like, now the Knicks are starting to, you know, consistently make it, but I definitely have never taken it for granted, because like the Kings, for example, 2nd seed, right? Or 3rd seed, playoff miss next, you know what I mean? We ain't seen them since. So yeah, Herter wasn't really that good again, right? He kind of fell off. That was a big hit. And then they moved on from Davion eventually. I can't think of what else happened over there, but yeah, that's a few. The bonus lacked dog. I wouldn't really be happy if I had to watch Sabonis. They did have Barnes. He got better. Oh, well, I meant like, I thought he regressed the year previous to the statistically. I could be. Who the Warriors played? The Warriors played what? That year that they beat the Kings. Who they played the Lakers, right? And then the Lakers lost to the Nuggets. That was 2023. Because I don't think the Kings would have made it much further regardless. Who used to be good? Egan? I think he's still decent. A lot of times when I do the 2K sims, they'll release him. Mike Brown was awesome, but he hit that ceiling with his team, and it was obvious. Doug unlocked that dog, and a lot of our guys against Houston. Thanks to Mike Brown, but I'd rather have Doug right now. Thanks to you guys. We about to have Mike. I don't know if I should be thanking you or not, but we about to have him, bro. It looks like. I don't know if I'd rather him or Taylor Jenkins. I don't really know much about coaches, to be honest with you. I'd be saying, hey, they doing good, they doing bad. What they doing? How they doing? All right. Jenkins the opposite of this, maybe a little bit, yeah.